All right, we're live. Hopefully we're live on the right channel though.
I don't know. I'm on Oh, Joe went black for me.
All right,
I'm back.
we're live. He's back.
Oh. I'm on our YouTube right now. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Oh, there it goes.
There it go. All right, we're live.
Live now.
I think we're live on the right channel.
I'm on Oh, Joe went black for me.
All right,
there we
cool.
go.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, boys, what's cracking? Open season.
I want to talk about that
Why not?
because you beat me.
Because the reason why I beat you, Joe, is because CrossFit
You're more
is not the
athletic.
end all be all, and I'm more athletic for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
It's all your skateboarding.
All my skateboarding throughout the years
You just did,
has got me prepared for these workouts.
right, you did 97 ollies over the dumbbell.
That's right. Basically, I would say tray flips because I'm that good. I'm like that.
What?
Uh-huh. You don't know what a tray flip is, dude? Oh my gosh. I wish that I could screen share right now because that would make me even more athletic seeming if I showed you a tray flip that many times over. So boys, what's cracking? What do you think about this this drama going on right now?
What with the judging or with the open workout? Which one
What's
you got?
the judging? What's the judging workout? Or
No,
judging
I'm just
drama?
saying like the judging standards.
Oh, tell me more.
I mean, this comes with any open or actually any CrossFit event, any event ever for any athletic sports event. But I think is most predominant when in the open when it's a mass scale and you have coaches in your own gym coaching, judging people, not holding them to the standard because they act like it's a class.
Sure. Are we seeing a lot of like no rep stuff going on?
I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, you see that at the games. You see that at
Logan.
No!
Logan!
Come on, man.
Why you gotta do that to us, dude?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
all right. Keep fucking with the settings.
You are?
No, you are. I'm not touching anything.
No, I didn't touch anything. You just dipped.
Where's Travis? He's got to make fun of you.
Travi?
Yeah.
Logan, what'd you get on the workout?
2:0 something. I got one dumbbell snatch, clean and jerk. In the around 24.
Oh, we tied?
Yeah.
And that means Justin beat both
Nah.
of us.
Hey, it's not official until the bell rings. I'm gonna do it again
Yeah, I
tomorrow
agree,
morning.
I agree.
Who? No. First tee. That's what you do. First tee. This boy won. Don't even play with me right now. Give me my flowers, damn it.
It was
Did you sign
technically
up?
the second heat.
I got 222.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm coming for that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. It was good, dude. I thoroughly enjoyed that workout.
That CrossFit workout?
Yeah, the CrossFit workout.
Yeah.
And this is
It's
like,
fun.
dude, on the story last night, I said I've maybe done 10 Metcons in the past like 4 months, maybe. And it was like not even like real, maybe like intervals, just like touching like certain CrossFit movements. That's part of my whole argument with this CrossFit thing, dude, is that if you know the skills, if you have work capacity already, if you understand how to move, like you don't have to do CrossFit to do this shit super well. Obviously, to be a pro, you have to do CrossFit because that's a sport that you're competing in. But this has been my argument the entire time. Like, in my opinion, Tanner Shuck is absolutely right. You know, and it's just because over time, like he has the skills. So like if he wanted to condition himself up, he absolutely could be an animal in the sport.
Right, but you're basing this off of the most entry-level workout CrossFit really can program besides burpees for time.
Yeah, but you have to do the entry level workouts. You know what I mean? You have to do that stuff in order to
Right. But we got 2 more weeks of like full spectrum to decide what we're actually doing.
Yeah, for sure. Like the strength stuff, I don't know if I'll do any good at because I've barely lifted 2 in 4 months. You know what I mean? So like when we get there, but what I'm saying is that if you're a person who's like you don't have to be training the CrossFit methodology if there is one, right? You don't have to be doing that to do well in it in certain aspects, right? So like,
I would agree.
if
Well, no, that kind of goes against what you just said because you're like, oh, well, this workout went fine, but if it was lifting, right, and that's the whole spectrum.
wait,
of
no,
CrossFit.
no. I'm not saying if it was lifting, I wouldn't. I'm saying I don't know yet. I have no idea. So we'll see. We'll see
We
when
will
it
be
comes.
lifting.
Yeah, but we'll see if it goes bad for me. You know, the last time that I cleaned, I think I did a 270 power clean, not training. You know, so like some of this stuff, like you just hold on to it. You know, and like, do I think I'm gonna get a 270 power clean, not training now after 4 months? Probably not. Probably not gonna happen. So we'll see what happens like when it comes up. But my whole point is like with this entire argument between like this whole spectrum of things is like if you have the skills necessary and you just condition yourself and you train and you touch on it here and there, sure. Like I don't see where the argument lies. You know, I don't know why everyone's saying no.
Because it's not just a one-time doing a 270 power clean. It's a conditioned over time. Usually it's a ladder getting to that point, or it's a progression throughout the workout to get to that point, which puts you in the spectrum of your training a CrossFit methodology to get to that point.
You don't have to. That's my point.
No, I'm just saying like you will be by getting to that point where you can not cycle but do it for multiple reps and then keep going higher. Like for you to get to that point, you are in essence doing CrossFit methodology because, well, you're going to jump from 150 to 270 just standing there. Like you're going to do things in between.
I don't know that to be true either because like Olympic lifters do waves as well. And like would we call that
5-3-1 is not 30-20-10.
What do you mean? Like 30 reps, 20 reps, 1 rep?
Yeah, like that volume is a significant difference compared
Sure,
to
but what I'm saying is like in order to accumulate that volume or capacity, you don't have to do it in a CrossFit manner.
Again, if you're you're not, you don't have to do it in a CrossFit manner, but you're in essence doing CrossFit to get to that manner.
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, but you do. Dude, you do have to get it. You do. It has to be able to be explained, you know, and that's like what I was trying to say on Hiller's thing, right? Like it has to be able to be explained. There has to be evidence for it because it can't just be like this. Like check this out. The thing that like people make fun of liberals for all the time is like it just is because I feel that. You know what I mean?
Are you
that's
a Christian?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, let's layer on the evidence of how we for sure know this God dude is around.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to explain to someone that isn't super woven into reading their Bible and understanding the faith and religion side. So there's just
Go ahead.
There's not going to be the super concise way to pin what is and what isn't.
Don't you think okay, so I understand what you're saying for like religion. Like religion requires that you have faith, right? But like CrossFit working out and stuff, it doesn't require that you have faith. There's evidence, right? There's earthly evidence for it. So it's like when we make fun of liberals saying like I'm a boy because I feel like it. It's almost like the argument with CrossFit is the same thing. Like CrossFit is better because I feel like it is. You know what I mean? When there's no explanation for it. So like it absolutely, I think no shot do you need to, or I guess we'd have to explain why it is that you're training CrossFit to be able to cycle barbells at the speed that you need to in CrossFit. Right? Because like if I were to say it, I could make up something and be like, I'm doing a high intensity bodybuilding protocol and that's why I'm doing 30, 20, 10 till failure on deadlifts. And that's my entire bodybuilding deadlift. Huh?
Hey, to answer Kenneth's question though, this is not a liberal podcast.
No, absolutely not.
No.
we're probably pretty.
No,
far
you just dyed your hair back to your natural hair color. You can't say that.
Yeah.
Well, it's going bleach and pink next week, so. I am the dude with the man bun and Buddha tattoos for sure, so I can see why people would think that I'm a super lib. Because I at one point was.
Yeah.
But do you guys get what I'm saying? Like when I listen to this stuff, like it's like I'm like, okay, the arguments just aren't there. It's like it is because I feel like it, you know. And it's like the guys in the athletic training space, or like even Tanner Shuck, they can offer explanations for it. And like again, I'm on CrossFit's side, but it's like we're not doing ourselves any favors by literally not even trying to explain.
I don't think we really care to explain to them. Like we're not in the same club in the same group. I like what drew me into CrossFit was the fact that it was a way to train that I could preserve a relative amount of strength. It was effective for time. But like if the boys wanted to go play football on the weekend, I wasn't going to be terrified about my body falling apart or not being able to last more than 7 minutes playing pickup basketball.
Yeah.
It's about, again, if you look at fitness in 100 words, that is how you define what we do. But in that definition, it is super broad. It says to continue, like to program with as much varied creativity will allow, and to learn and play new sports. So in the confines of defining this thing in 100 words, it still leaves so much additional ability for expression in other ways.
Yeah.
Like with Julian and Justin or whatever the ding dong in Wellborn, it's like I program my affiliate whatever I want. And so just because you think CrossFit is limited to these 13 movements, that's cool. But there's 10,000 affiliates that can program however they want. If I want to do cone drills in a zigzag sprint into a 40-yard dash or rotational throws or whatever, I can do that. They can't dictate what I can and can't do. So I just think it's stupid that John and Julian, Justin, whatever his name is, are trying to pin that down, which, again, there probably are affiliates that are insanely redundant with programming and insanely handicapped by what their creativity allows. But, like, we have a hill out by the gym, and occasionally I'll take members out there and we'll do hill sprints or heavy carries up the hill or whatever. And, like, that's because I have a brain.
Logan, I was going to see if you wanted to touch on that.
No, Joe's right. They capture such a broad span in the spectrum of fitness. That's why it's CrossFit, like cross training, cross functional movements. Like it is a cross between multiple platforms of fitness. That's why I wanted so hard to encapsulate into here are the standards for this sport, because it's a combination of it all. Like you're in essence doing CrossFit by doing multiple movements at a high intensity for a variable amount of time. You're doing CrossFit just doing sprints like Joe was saying, or zigzags. Like you can call it CrossFit, but that's why people get such a hard on for, oh, it's a girl workout. This is 100% CrossFit. Like if it's not this girl workout or this workout that's dedicated to a fallen person, it's not CrossFit. And that's where the lines get blurred, because they've stapled themselves as this is a standard for fitness and a repeatable workout, where if you do get better, you can say you're getting better at CrossFit, but that's not the case anymore. That was OG CrossFit when they only did those movements. But then as soon as they fucking did ring push-ups upside down at Romas, I think it kind of went out the window. Wow, Logan is being loud today.
Logan's
Bro,
going
get
crazy.
outside.
Yo, someone shoot that dog.
Dude, Logan, you take that back right now.
No.
No, have you seen that Dave Chappelle skit?
No,
Where the dogs...
you did not. That's funny.
Bro, we just became friends yesterday, and you just blew it.
Damn, that dog sucks, bro.
To be fair, Logan's super sweet. I like Logan.
Yeah, Logan is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, look at my hat. Self-made. I made it myself.
Hell
Do you know
yeah,
what it's from?
No.
Oh, you love him, Justin.
Huh?
You know, this is a Taylor Self hat.
Is that a Taylor Self hat?
Yeah, before he got a cease and desist for having self-made training because someone else had it.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Now
That's
that's why it's Sentinel.
Yeah, Taylor completely missed the mark on what that dude was talking about when he said, come and do jujitsu with me too, by the way. Like, and this is kind of like, in Taylor Self fashion, is to obfuscate what the actual issue is and make it about something else.
What
Which
was
is
that
like-
word you just used?
Obfuscate? That's how you say it, right? How do you pronounce it?
I don't know. You just blew my mind.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so he just like
It must be a liberal word that we want.
Yeah, it's like no, look,
Are you gaslighting me?
dude, that's the word that I was just gonna say. He's basically like gaslighting. I swear to God, he basically gaslights people into thinking that somebody's saying something different. Like he's like, oh, because he doesn't have a good argument, he says, "Come fight me." No. The whole point of the dude saying, "Come do BJJ," is he's not trained in CrossFit. You're not trained in BJJ. Come roll with me. And the other portion of it is like, yeah, and the other portion of it is Taylor does say a lot. Capacity. CrossFit's the best, blah, 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 blah. All this like shit about capacity. Okay, if that's all you need to prove fitness, right? If CrossFit's the best at doing it, then come practice another sport, show me capacity, and show me your fitness, and BJJ will hold up. It's not about who's going to win. It's not about who's less or more trained. It's about, can CrossFit have you keep up in a scenario like this, right? And so when you look at sports, you understand that conditioning is different for each sport. So like somebody who does CrossFit may not be as conditioned to go 9 rounds in boxing as a 9-round boxer. But why? It's because the conditioning isn't there. The cardiovascular system demands different things. Energy systems demand, like, there's so much demand depending on the sport that you play, right? And boxing is one of those things, like combat sports is one of those things, like your force has to go up against another person's force. You're not just moving objects through time and space. Like, you constantly have something pushing against you. So if CrossFit is to be the best at building your capacity over time and broad time domains, yeah, BJJ would be an amazing way to measure that. Amazing. And I think that he just, again, he did one of those things where he just like, he completely makes the argument null and void and makes it about something else, because then he doesn't have to address it. He does it all the time.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You sound like a closet CrossFitter. Like, you just hate it so much, you just want to be it.
Yeah.
What, CrossFit?
Yeah.
Dude, I like CrossFit. I love CrossFit. But
you
the
had
thing
so
is,
much fun Friday.
I did. I love, dude. I have said this entire time since kind of shitting, not shitting on CrossFit, that I love CrossFit because it's engaging. But there's nothing special about it. Like, bodybuilders have been doing a lot of this stuff that's in CrossFit for years, bro. Mike Menser, look him up. Arnold, a lot of the things that they did, like, they've been doing very similar things. It just hasn't been as cardiovascularly heavy. And that's my whole point. Like, and so the whole thing that fired me up was the Tanner Shuck thing, because he's just right. He's just
But it's
right.
like pulling from those guys like the Louis Simmons of the world,
yeah,
to give you the conjugate method.
Mm-hmm.
And then also pulling from, what's the dude from Mayhem, the running coach, like pulling from him too. Yeah. And pulling from him too, and combining those things, that makes it so well. You can't just say, I have a boxing coach and that boxing coach is going to make me the fittest there. Like, I'm sure they have other entities that are helping them too. And that's what creates that. That's the same with what we do.
100%. But that's just like pure strength and conditioning. That's literally what it is. Like, CrossFit at its base level is strength and conditioning. We're just like trying to make up words for it.
Yeah,
we're trying to make up different arguments. And like, that's
who can work out the fittest, who can work out faster.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So like, so like, again, I love CrossFit. I genuinely do. I got bit by the bug 4 years ago. My whole point is that, like, if let's use Tanner Shuck for example. Like, if Tanner wanted to be really good at CrossFit, still CrossFit proper, he probably could be really good, so long as he just held on to like the barbell cycling and the gymnastic stuff. Like, he would probably be really good training the way that he trains. Now, you'd have to practice going deep, right? And like, do you guys know who Alex Kegel is? I asked you this last time, Logan.
I know the Kegel exercise is.
I do a lot of those for cleans, a lot of Kegels. You guys should go look up Alex Kegel when we get off of this, and look at some of the methods that he does with his trainees. And there's one CrossFit girl that he didn't have her doing CrossFit, and she like beat her time from one of her workouts like 2 years ago. It just proves that, like, you don't have to constantly be doing that. But anyway, the argument that's going on right now is like, what's better for the general population, right? GPP wise, and it's
CrossFit.
Why? And I asked Hiller that too. I said, why? And he said he just doesn't know if he wants to divulge into it, right? And so I like, again, dude, I love Hiller. I think that he's great and stuff. But like, when we say things like this, either side too, by the way, Judd and whatever that dude's name is, like, dude, they got to prove it too. They got to give reasoning too.
I guess what makes CrossFit different than an Orange Theory or F45?
Yeah.
Like,
what makes it different?
Orange Theory and F45 have the same thing when you walk into each one of those gyms, or you call it a gym, wherever it is. Like, it's the same thing. Cut and paste, Walmart type. This isn't. It's so much more of like, your liberal mindset of you can be whatever you want to be. And that's what these CrossFit gyms are, right? It's you don't know what you're going to train because it's based off the person that programs, or if they buy the program from like a Mayhem or a Proven.
Yeah.
So it's
100%.
just so different. It's this combination of differences in selection of workouts to what equipment you have that the owner can even buy because the dude's taking $100,000 loan out. So
Yeah.
there's no set standard to what we have, and that's what has created this euphoric feeling, I feel like, of we don't know what to call it because it's not the same everywhere you go.
For sure. So now, but then the line of logic there would be to go to, okay, so is the gym who has most access to the most things, the most finances that can buy more modality or more odd objects or more machines or whatever, do they then produce the more fit people?
No.
Why not?
Because I would go down to the coaching and how the gym is run. Just because you have everything in the gym doesn't mean you have you don't need access to a million things in the gym to be great at it, right? You can make one machine do 40 things for you, or one barbell mimic, whatever you want.
Right. Yeah. So check this out. So your argument right there then lends to Burn Boot Camp and Orange Theory.
How?
Because they only have access to X amount of equipment, so it comes down to programming and coaching.
Now, they have access to X amount of equipment because that's what their standard is. They won't get more equipment because their methodology of Orange Theory is we run and get splat points, and we do light dumbbell stuff. And they won't progress because that's what they've built their business on.
Yeah.
Ours is open up to progress or whatever. And we had strongman stuff. Right now we don't. Doesn't mean we're not less of a fit gym. We just don't have it at the moment. So they have a stopping point.
But that right there, you just lend it to the point again. Because you said just because we don't have strongman equipment doesn't make us a less fit gym. Right?
Burn
so just because they don't have Go ahead, Joe.
Burn is limited in equipment because they, by a franchise model, have to operate with classes in 40 to 70 people. They have to have 400 members. If they don't have 400 members, they will close their doors. And they will relocate to a franchise. Right? You'll hear it time and time again from Hormozy or whoever it is. They're like, if you want to have a more successful business, you need to not do double unders because they take up more space. Just do bar hops. And it's like, we agree with all of those things if it was a cut and dry thing, but we train for the open, which has double unders. And all these movements are going to test, and they take up a certain amount of square footage, and that is the limitations that we have to work with. But then it comes down to creativity to how do we get as many members, as many touch points as possible on everything spatially to make it all fly. And that's where every affiliate does differ, because there are affiliates that are like, well, we only have 6 rowers, and we only have kettlebells that go up to 50 pounds. We have 270s. So then the programming is catered to the equipment. And then there are gaps in their fitness or things that when the open comes around, they're not going to be good at because they're not exposed to it. So you're not wrong, but you're not right.
Right. So so what's missing here, though, again, right, is that like you say that Burn Boot Camp is limited because of their model or whatever. Totally valid. Absolutely. I agree with you. That doesn't mean that you can't make more fit people, right? Like I could make you more fit.
Again, define fit.
Exactly my point.
For most people at Burn, they're losing weight. For them, they just want them to lose weight. Like they'll do 15-minute check-ins, and they'll have members or people all the time that'll come to us and be like, I just feel like I'm not getting any stronger, and I just feel like I'm skinny, and like they feel like I'm just like that's good enough. And I'm like, yeah, you really can't get a lot of strength adaptation when you're only allowed to touch a 35-minute or 35-pound dumbbell, and you're expected to move for 45 minutes. So yes, you're not going to go for serious load because you're going to be standing around for a bunch of time.
Yeah, and I think too with the naming, there's got to be like a neurological adaptation too to how they name some of this stuff. So like if I go into a Burn Boot Camp class, but they're calling it like shed the fat away or like melt fat, I only think that what they're doing is to get fat off of me. I am not going in there to get fitter. Now, this is like a deeper thing, not like they may be getting fitter by doing it, but like what they're thinking about their methodology of whatever that boot camp is they don't have the same mindset going into of forging elite fitness. They're not
Yeah.
going into that. They're stopping their clients from expressing more, possibly by stopping them by saying, you need to come to this class because you're fat and you need to shed fat weight, and that's what we're calling this class.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that so I get what you're saying, but that doesn't mean that the person doesn't get more fit. So like,
Okay, absolutely.
So Joe, so to your point, right, that there's a cap on strength, absolutely, depending on what you have access to, right? Like, you're not going to make certain strength adaptations depending on the weight that you have and accessibility, right? Okay. But then the problem there becomes, if we're going to define fitness, if we're defining fitness and then we're defining it by like we need to set standards then, correct? So then like you'd have to be like, because you told me to define fitness, right? So then we'd have to define like at what point is a deadlift a fit person's deadlift. That would be like, let's say for example, we'd have to define like, is a 200-pound deadlift a fit woman's deadlift, right?
No, it's the judging. It's the judge that comes. I think that's down to the fitness too, is the judging of the movement and doing the rep correctly. That defines your fitness.
But wait, we could get so nuanced there. I don't want to go down that road, because that would be really crazy nuance.
I mean, that's like that's the heart of what the Open's supposed to be with judging people. Is
Well, okay. Hold on. I see where you guys are coming from now, completely. You guys are coming from the standard of the Open is the standard of fitness, okay? I'm coming from it's not at all, and it's a measure of what you've been training. That would be like saying we could take that anywhere. We could say that your 400-meter sprint, that's the standard of fitness. When there might be a super fit person, but they just don't train sprinting and they tear their hamstring, right? So like something that we have to understand too is like when we're talking about fitness, just fitness proper, right? Like it can't be like, and this is one of the things that I said to Hiller too, is you're asking people to express fitness in a skill set that they don't have, which will never work. So like I could take somebody from the NFL, which I bet has a better VO2 max than all of us, a better high jump, a better long jump, better 400 meter, better 60, all that stuff, and ask him to come do CrossFit, and we would smoke them.
But, in some workouts, but some workouts we wouldn't.
Not all, but we should, theoretically, right? If they're more fit than us, we probably shouldn't be able to smoke them in like anything. And we wouldn't, by the way, if they were brushed up on the skills. If they had time, there's no way we would do it. There's no way.
Well, it goes to the point of not throwing shade, but you beat both of us in the Open workout the first time, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't train it nearly as much, like you said.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah, we're training it more often.
Yep.
And we didn't do well. I think one of the things, too, to take into the Open's concept of fitness is repeatable.
Yeah.
Like, could you go back and do that same intensity, like, the next day or tomorrow? Me? Yeah.
I could, but I have a mental thing. You know, so, like, but here's the thing.
Liberal thing.
here's the thing with what you just said, right? That, like, lends itself to my point. I have the skills. You know, I know the movements. I can move. I can do the movements. So that lends itself to my argument, right? Is that, yeah, I'm not in CrossFit shape, but I understand pacing for CrossFit. I understand where my red line is because I've done it before. I understand how to do a hang, clean, and jerk properly to move it correctly without having to press high enough. I understand how to move through a burpee instead of doing like a football burpee, right? Like, I understand all those things because I've done it before. So I don't have to train it, right? Because I understand all that stuff. The football person is, dude, probably way more fit than we are, like, on all accounts. Because drugs, their training regimen, how often they have to actually, like, work out, their recovery protocols. So my argument is, if they had time to brush up on the skills, to learn the skills, they'd crush us in a year. All of us. In 1 year. But again, so that's because, though, they have a baseline of fitness that didn't come from CrossFit. CrossFit could help express the level of fitness that they have and show it in a different way, but that's my point.
Yeah, like gymnasts come to CrossFit later on in life because they don't compete anymore, and they're so good at bar muscle-ups and ring muscle-ups and just pushing, pressing, body weight movements.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, totally.
All right, hold
So-
on. So Kenneth said, turn your phones.
Turn your phones.
Why? Does it give a white
Ooh.
Ooh, Hiller says no, they wouldn't.
Well, okay, so is that better?
No, they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
try it.
What, Hiller?
Smack us around.
My argument is not that a football, like an NFL person, would come in and crush James Sprague.
That's so much better.
My argument is not that they would crush James Sprague. My argument is that they would crush me, Joe, and Logan for sure.
But even the three of us are different athletes. Like, you're going to take the 3 tests. You might win week 1. Logan might win week 2. I might win week 3. None of us are, by that definition, fitter than the other. But in certain expressions of fitness, yes.
Yeah, but
And if I do that workout again, like tomorrow, I'm banking I'm going to do a better job tomorrow because I'm able to repeat from the training I've done of those movements.
yeah, but that's also a system that you've trained, right? Like you are able to express that contractile, that the contractions like that, right? It's not like it's an NFL player or even me. If I wanted to go do the workout again tomorrow, could I crush my time or not? Maybe. Would I be risking injury? Yeah, for sure. Because I haven't
What?
expressed that to what? Me?
You think you're risking injury by redoing the workout tomorrow?
Dude, that's a lot of volume for me, for untrained. That's a lot of volume for me. I could risk myself injury because I haven't done this in a long time. So doing it one off, like I could have hurt myself that day too. You know what I mean? But like I knew what my pace was. I knew what I could handle. I'm just gonna go and do what I can handle.
But
right?
so
Like,
could the football player, right? Because they're not training
absolutely, 100%, absolutely. My point is though that if they brush up on the skills, they're not gonna be James Sprague. They're not gonna be Colton Mertens, but they're gonna beat us. If the NFL person understands how to cycle a barbell, like they take a year and they become proficient at the skills, right? I'm not saying
by
that they're
doing
just
CrossFit.
like, huh?
By doing CrossFit.
Well, they'd have to because you have to train the sport to do the sport. You know, like you can't just like jump into the NFL unless you're Michael.
You have to train the
Jordan.
methodology to do the sport.
You have to train the movements to do the sport. You have to train the movements.
Hold on.
I don't think you have to train the methodology to do it. I think I proved
Bro,
it in the
you
last 4
stop
months.
mentioning the two like they're so different.
They
Kind of said, is cap or main site not the set standard? I personally think cap is just their way of getting on what Proven and Mayhem have done about doing mass programming, because all they did was put one workout on an email and send it out to everybody that was like half-assed. And cap now is like supposed to be. Do you know what cap is? CrossFit affiliate programming.
No.
CrossFit affiliate programming. I met the guy who was at my L1. He's like one of the lead programmers for it. And it's their version of programming from CrossFit's main site. You would think that that's a standard because it comes from CrossFit. I see this as another, what is it, comp? What was it Ben Bergeron's thing?
Comp train.
Comp train, where like
You mean
everybody
complete training?
Everybody thought
Does
comp
it?
train was the shit because everybody could get a free email with the workouts for the longest time, and then that shit went down the drain.
Yeah.
So like I think cap is just them following up with like, oh wait, we need to get it out to the CrossFit affiliates. We need our own programming for people to buy money stuff, or even the emails they send out of that one workout that people can do a day. Sure, that's a standard that they're setting, but that's not enough. I think it's just their twist on it. Just because they put it out doesn't mean that's the standard. Because I mean, there's gonna be. They had a standard come out, and then they had the double unders, or not double unders. The fucking whatever it was.
Crossover.
The
Crossover
crossovers. Like that wasn't in the programming before. Yet they come out with it at a quarterfinals. So it's like just because they didn't write it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be
think
able to
I'm
speak to
running out
that
too
at all
hard right now.
because I wouldn't be able to speak to that at all because I have no idea who makes the standards up or any of that. So I have no clue. That'd be you and Joe.
I'm gonna go
Thank
do
you.
my walk.
I don't know who makes these standards up either, but it's the unknown and unknowable of it that gets you prepared for it by doing so many different movements in the methodology.
Yeah.
Justin, would you have the same conversation if you were discussing baseball players, like MLB players? Did you feel the same way?
In what way? That you have to train the sport to do well at the sport?
No, so like, kind of what Hiller's saying, like elite NFL players. I think NFL, I guess you could also maybe say NBA, is probably sports professionally that have the highest expression of athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball
and fitness.
More times than not, I am woefully unimpressed with a baseball player's anything regarding strength and conditioning numbers. Right? Anything with athleticism, they can run north and south. They can hit a ball.
Don't tell that to Traven Benton. That man is a baseball player, and he's fucking nuts.
How about frickin' Prince Fielder, dude, at the end of his career? That big old
TC
beer belly.
Sabathia, Roger Clemens.
No, I mean, I don't think that like most elite baseball players are in like any tip-top shape, to be totally real. Like
neither were golfers until fucking Tiger Woods showed up.
Yeah, facts.
Until Tiger Woods showed up and changed the landscape because he's like, oh wait, fitness and torque, lumbar movement matter to drive the ball farther.
Yeah, I mean, I train a lot of elite baseball players, like a lot, and not like older dudes.
What do you define as elite?
They're in some of the top programs in the country.
In what age?
Age group, usually from like 7th up until going into D1, D2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a groomer.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, basically. Yeah. But yeah. So like my guys, and I'll tell you guys this for real. I do have them do Metcons. I do have them do what's it called, intervals. I do have them do a lot of stuff. Huh?
Why?
Mostly because of mental grit. That's mainly the reason why.
Why is that important?
Why is that important in sports?
No, I mean yes. What in baseball?
Yeah, because have you ever seen what they do at their training camps in general?
They stand. I mean, from what I've been, they stand around.
No, at like elite training camps, dude, their coaches are crushing them like bad, and it's not productive at all. You know, so like if I can do it in a way that can be productive, where it can be progressed week by week, that just builds up a mental fortitude. I think that's beneficial because then they show up to their camp and they're like, this doesn't do anything to me.
I've never been crushed once in a single baseball practice in my entire life. And I'm not saying I'm great at baseball. I was all conference first team in high school. But in my entire history of doing baseball practices, I have never, ever been crushed.
Did you play any like national league teams though?
I've usually eaten more calories than I burned.
Were you in like national teams though? Like national travel teams?
High school? No.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about high school teams, dude. High school teams is basically like it is what it is. It's a wash, right? You might get a college scholarship, you might not. I'm talking about kids that like pay thousands and thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars to be part of a travel team for like 6 months. And then they stay in that program. Those are the guys that I'm talking about. If you go and like actually watch a camp for a night, dude, they're practicing 3 hours a night. Kids from freaking like 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. and driving hours away. Those are the kids that I'm talking about.
Damn, that sounds bad for the nuclear family to be driving 7 hours away.
Dude, it sounds freaking terrible in general. You're gonna have freaking 8th graders practice for 3 hours a day?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah. No, I'm wondering what Hiller is saying with the why do you care if an NFL athlete beats any of you?
Why? I think he's trying to say like there's no checkmate in that statement.
Yeah, like why do you care about a professional athlete coming to another sport? Like you're trying to pick off CrossFit as not as good because you can find another sport, another athlete to come beat us up.
No, I'm not. And my argument is not that it's saying.
We're not saying that we're the best or better or whatever. We're saying that we can hang. Pick it, we can hang.
Yeah,
Pick
I agree.
it, we'll catch on quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So, difference between fitness and athleticism, I think fitness is the ability to express what you've built, but athleticism, I think, is just your adaptability to learn.
I think that's a pretty good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How quick you can see a sport and play a sport, like cricket.
But athleticism, like a huge thing to athleticism is ability to like change direction, right? Like I think that's one really good measure that we could, which by the way, CrossFit has done in the games. Whatever year that was, where they
zigzag sprint,
the zigzag sprint, that was great. I mean that's a real way to test athleticism, changing direction fast at high velocity. That's a real way to test that.
I mean, just watching someone do a fucking box jump. It shows that they don't know how to hit their feet softer on a box, on a hard box versus a soft box.
Yeah.
You switch those boxes, and you can hear and see the person slamming their feet on. I can tell if they're athletic or not by doing a freaking box jump.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Hiller says, I care about an NFL athlete beating a comparable athlete. That's a games athlete. Yeah, but the whole point was that you'd have to give the person time, because what we were talking about was you're asking trained people to compete against non-trained people. So my argument is that give an NFL player time, he'll beat us. You give him time again, he could feasibly make it to the top level. And maybe the same could be said for a games athlete. Maybe the same could be said in the other way.
Your point we've seen in some occasions. We've seen people that have come from football and they have popped onto the scene and gotten far fast. Hopper, Marquand Jones, even James Townsend, insanely impressive. But we don't have a ton of examples of that because, again,
we do.
NFL players.
We got one. The wild card, Hunter McIntyre.
Oh, God.
What about him?
Right? He got a wild card bid at the games, showed up, and then got cut the first event.
Wait, but okay, hold on. So when we talk about, like, what's his name? Jason Hopper?
Hopper?
My argument is this. He is an athletic freak, dude. Like,
But that's what most people of, like, college D1 football have to be.
Oh, yeah. So check this out. It was really easy for him to catch on to CrossFit, right? For him to come in. Because he's an athletic freak. He actually is athletic, right? But the other way around, would it be the same?
Well, yeah, I mean, people have made that argument for Sydney Wells. Because they were like, oh, she just showed up on the scene and she's at semifinals. Like, she was a track athlete and now she's, like, crazy good at CrossFit. How could this happen? But what they don't fucking talk about is she's done how many opens before that and has been training CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like, they put that into people's heads of, you don't need to be doing CrossFit a long time to get well in this. And it's like, actually, if you look at her open and you look at how much she's actually been training, she's been doing this for a long fucking time. Yeah. But we just like to say, hey, she can jump right into this sport and be a fucking semifinals. Well, then she couldn't do a ring muscle up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, but the point is that, like, an athletic freak, like a naturally athletic person is going to catch on to this faster than a non-athletic.
Yeah, no one's denying that.
But reverse the roles now. Reverse the roles.
But if you had to take the NFL
going
athlete,
to catch on to football as fast as the other way around.
But if you're taking an elite athlete in one sport, you have to only compare them to an elite athlete in another sport. So
sure, we could do that too. We would ask an NFL player to take 2 years of training, specifically CrossFit, right, and see how fast they catch on compared to maybe. Who's a good example, dude? James Sprague. Try to make him go to the NFL. We'd see who would get closer in the ranks.
But
right? That would be the experiment.
Factors in the NFL that are size.
Huh?
There are intangibles to play at the professional level. Like, this is a bit of a tangent, but CrossFit, for example, you're going to see a better expression of fitness or athleticism in the women because the caliber of women it pulls in is significantly greater because the opportunity and finances are way greater in CrossFit. For a guy playing professional sports to make the money that is in CrossFit isn't a lot. For a woman, it's a ton. And so you're going to see a greater expression of athleticism and genetic outliers in the female field versus the male field, just because you can get away with less because there's less of a genetic pool for the men.
I mean, they did. That's why they had it only one time at the games, where one of the events was how far can you throw the fucking ball, right? Like, that was a while ago, back in the Froning era.
Who did well? Who did well in that event?
Froning.
Froning.
And then Spencer Hendel.
Why did Froning do well in that event compared to
Played
others?
baseball.
Point.
We agree.
He used the strength from what he had. Same thing with the swimming event. The people that were swimmers in college, like Australians, are going to destroy everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
But
dude, a great example.
Right, but
Travis
the point
Williams.
is that he has had that skill acquired. He's done the reps thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times.
Yeah.
Throwing the ball.
We agree. There are just better expressions of it. Travis Williams, games athlete, umpteen times. Bro, that kid is not coordinated and he is not athletic.
Yeah, no.
But you can train these movements over and over and over, and eventually you will have extreme fitness. Dude was 300 pounds when he started. We're agree. There's not an argument here.
But who was the other guy that you said besides Froning that did well in the ball throw?
Spencer Hendel, tall guy.
Spencer Hendel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Froning was the outlier, did well in that, but he did well in everything. So, like, there will be your one-offs that he can pull from the bag of what he's known before. But Spencer Hendel was never a continued champion like that. So it's like, yes, there'll be one event that's in your wheelhouse, like a Danny Spiegel who can do a clean heavier than everybody else.
What makes Pat so good is Pat is athletic. You get Pat random or odd object or an obstacle course or that rowing box jump over workout that he absolutely obliterated. Like, that's a very basic workout, but because he can move himself through space so well, like an athlete, he crushed everyone in that burpee box over row workout.
Hopper didn't make it in the NFL for a reason. Good point.
Yeah, but
and he was a backup receiver at Clemson.
Yeah, a walk-on at best. Yeah.
But that I guess the whole point that I'm trying to make, the whole argument that I'm trying to make is, like, you want to compare, like, apples to apples, right? So you want to compare top level CrossFit to top level NFL. Perfect. Give them both 2 years to do the opposite sport, and then bring them in to see who they don't even have to try out for the NFL. That would be like taking combine.
No. Justin.
Well, then what do we have to do? We always have to just compare it in a CrossFit workout?
Let's take Randy Moss.
I don't even know who that is.
Say what?
Aren't you, like, up in there? Like, isn't all the same? Minnesota, Wisconsin, is it all the same?
No. That's her.
Randy Moss, one of the greatest wide receivers ever.
Yeah.
He's just not built to do CrossFit. He's too tall. He's too lanky. But fuck, is he good at running north and south and getting ahead of people and getting up in the air and catching a football?
Okay, so then let me ask you then, how would you do the comparison?
I think you're trying to find something to compare, but you can't.
Yeah, I'm
not
interested in comparing.
CrossFit isn't as dedicated to a movement like baseball or football, where baseball is time learning about how to throw a baseball, speed, velocity, everything, all the nuances to that, where they don't leave that space. You try to get them to leave that space by doing Metcons and instill the mental ability of, like, hardness, but CrossFit doesn't have that as much because it's so well-rounded, and you have to be decent at everything. So it isn't the same. You're trying to find an argument that isn't going to be there. That's why so many people that's why you have so many people from so many different sports go into CrossFit. You don't just have one sport. Like NFL, you can't just say, oh, they play football, they're going to be great in CrossFit, because I could say the same thing about this dude I know now who's a diver in college, who's now amazing at gymnastics and CrossFit. So, like, there's so many different other sports that make it better for CrossFit. You can't just take CrossFit and put them back in the sport to say, hey, let them do that and they're going to be just as fit in 2 years. I think it's a no end to the conversation.
I don't remember if this started from us talking about the difference between athleticism and fitness. If that's how we got down this, because I'm trying to, like, bring it back to where it is so that this, like, makes sense.
I think we just need to say that we're not a liberal podcast again to start out. As long as we stay within those realm, I think we're good.
Yeah. Andrew goes, your level of CrossFit, I would say, is comparable to that of a high school starting linebacker. That's probably pretty damn close. Yeah. Down there. Kenneth said, time and coaching. Jethro, you can have a super athletic person do Fran for the first time, might take them 9 minutes. Yeah, for sure. They're not used to that domain or those exercises. Absolutely. Coke Sager, dude. Cole Sager.
Cole Sager does seem like he's on coke.
Hey, just the one calf magician over there. It's good. You have one calf.
Who?
Cole Sager.
He has one calf?
Yeah, he was born without a calf muscle on, like, I think his left leg.
What?
You ever seen any photo of him?
No.
I'm too busy looking at his shit-eating grin.
Oh.
Yeah, his toes are a decade old.
Is it like when Michael Jordan tried baseball? Yeah, kind of. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like,
But
those elite
there's a
athletes
reason he had
sometimes
to do
they cross
baseball
over.
was to set a debt with his dad because he was a gambler. So
Is
like,
that Heather barking in the background?
Yeah, it's Heather barking in the
Logan,
background.
Yo, that's a power lifter.
It's a power lifter, damn it. I
She doesn't
figured
do
it out. Just
CrossFit.
have them both compete on the Titan Games. The Titan Games, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yo, isn't that what Danny did?
Yeah.
See, CrossFitters can go do other things and then be successful.
CrossFitters destroyed the Titan Games. Every winner was doing
I want to
CrossFit.
see a pros versus Joes CrossFit.
They did that brute strength one. They weren't pros versus Joes, but brute strength did the it was like Hepner, the Olympic weightlifter, the power lifter, and the bodybuilder, and they span them over different tests.
I thought
See that?
that was a Buttery Bros video.
Buttery Bros also did that,
Let's
but
not.
I don't want to get Justin all fired up. So
Let's not.
brute strength did. I think they might have done it twice now. They did it with women and men. I think the women was like Brooke Entz, and then same concept of people.
Sorry, boys. I'm looking something up quick.
He's looking for another argument from his AI engine.
I know.
I'm going on Chat GPT right now.
How to annoy a CrossFitter.
How to annoy a
Define
CrossFitter.
it.
No, dude. Look, my argument is always going to stay the same, and until there's evidence otherwise, like, I'm just never going to, like, give it up. You know, I like CrossFit. I love doing CrossFit. I think it's fun. I just don't know that it's better for general population for health and longevity than a freaking Orange Theory or a Burn Boot Camp. And defining
Oh my
fitness
God.
is just different, you know? I just
Justin,
don't know
dude.
that that's the case.
It is only good for those people. That's the point we're trying to make, is that it's best for GPP and the average person. We're not saying that it's the greatest thing to achieve ultimate athletic potential.
No, but they're saying that it's the best GPP program out there, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. I don't know that that's true, but
It's without a doubt true.
Damn,
I don't know,
then you're
man.
not part of the cult.
With the inclusion of quality of your time.
I don't know if
Because you
that's true if you would compare it to a proper like what, you know, strength and conditioning program that you could write up for a client.
If it wasn't better, it would be more successful.
What? How does
CrossFit exploded because it fucking worked.
But you can't say that it's more successful because there's no strength
Yes,
and
I
conditioning.
can.
No, you can't because there's no program that says strength and conditioning that is sold by a bunch for everyone. There are more personal trainers, just CPTs around the world ever than there ever has been CrossFit coaches.
How
Fact.
many
There are
times
more
do they
big box gyms around the world than there are CrossFit boxes.
But we don't
Fact.
know what they're teaching anyone and the numbers in which they're teaching.
What does that have to do with any of it?
The efficacy of it, how if it works or not, a test space.
But dude, you don't know if CrossFit's the best. So the measure of fitness, right? When you walk into a normal everyday CrossFit gym, dude, like, just keeping it real, the majority of members don't look better than a person who's training bodybuilding, right? In a normal bodybuilding gym, and we don't know.
GPP
We don't know.
is not bodybuilding. Whether
I know
your
that.
tits are
I know.
symmetrical or not, doesn't
I
you can
know.
do burpees.
I
and
know
save
that.
your own damn life.
I know. But if they're still overweight, that does have an aspect of fitness. And some of these people, and it's not
That's
the coach's
the shit
fault.
they put in their mouth.
Absolutely. But if CrossFit was a more successful program, then it would be successful in all measures, every measure. And by the way, we can't say bodybuilding's a better program. Strength training's a better program.
By what measure are we not successful?
No, because
Maybe adherence? I don't know.
Justin, you haven't bought into the cult mindset yet. The cult mindset says that we're better. Fuck you. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then that's part of the whole methodology too, right? Like, we're better than you because we have this, so fuck off. Like,
And we have the greatest amount of adherence.
Yeah, like what? Who else is saying that?
I think we have the greatest amount of adherence. I think if you had the data to track every CrossFit gym, I think we have the longest average member retention than F45, Orange Theory, Barry's.
No, adherence to the program, not membership. Adherence to the program. I don't believe that even as CrossFit proper is stated by itself, that anyone is doing CrossFit proper in the first place. So adherence to the program already falls to the wayside.
I can't work with your argument because you box yourself in like that.
No, that's the argument. So like if it was adherence to the program, right, and not a membership, then people would be doing paleo or whatever the diet model is for CrossFit. They'd be adhering to that all the time. They'd be playing and practicing regular sports all the time. They do all the things in the 100 Words of Fitness. That would be adhering to the program.
I think we have the greatest percentage of adherence compared to anyone else.
That's bold. I don't know, dude.
I don't even think it's close, dude.
I think it's way off.
No, I can bet. Yes, without a shadow of a doubt, we have by far the greatest amount of adherence.
You know what? No, Chalk Performance does.
Chalk Performance does.
Brian Fisher, man, is rich. He's got a G-Wagon. He's so cool.
He just writes it off.
Does he have a G-Wagon?
So cool. Yeah.
He has the most adherence then, for sure.
And he was stuffing Zoe Ziegler.
Not anymore.
There was some tiny kids.
What?
But he does CrossFit. Like, he's doing CrossFit. He's selling CrossFit without saying it. Even if there are people in the ads aren't doing real pull-ups, they're doing CrossFit.
I don't know, dude.
I'll fight you until the day I die, Justin.
I think there's way more evidence on the other side.
Level of adherence. No, there's not.
There has to be.
No.
There literally has to be.
That's a hopeful assumption.
No, the CrossFit argument is the hopeful assumption.
You know why?
There's way less of them, dude. There's way less.
You know why Taylor pisses you off, Justin? Because at this point he would have been like, fuck you, it's better. Because he's part of the cult. Like, that's the cult of it. I'm going to make excuses why I'm not going to answer you because it's in your face, fuck you. Like, and that's why it goes on tangents like that.
See,
I think it's hilarious.
But, like, for me, I would accept it if it was actually in my face true. Like, I would. If there was, like, even just anecdotal evidence where, like, across the board, across the world, I saw, holy crap, 90% of people working out are CrossFitters, and they all look amazing, and they all look like they could run a mile unbroken. I'd be like, yeah, dude, absolutely. Like, there's enough of the data, there's enough of the evidence. But the fact is like, I've been in CrossFit gyms all across the country, right? Like, all last year, I went into a different CrossFit gym every single month in a different state. And it was like, anytime I went into a CrossFit gym, it's just not what I see in a bodybuilding gym. And now I'm not saying that bodybuilding gym people are more fit or anything like that. But aesthetics, if people are overweight or not, that does have something to do with it. And so, like, if surface level at that point, that's where I would take that. But then the second point is, but we, like, dude, there needs to be evidence. But what is there? There's 14,000 boxes across the world or something
I wish. There's probably 9,000.
Okay, so there's 9,000, which means that there's not that many CrossFitters compared to the rest of modalities that you want to say.
Just because there's actually probably more. There's probably 20,000 CrossFit affiliates. They're just not affiliated.
For now.
There are gyms everywhere that are running the open that are not paying $4,500 a year.
But do you think that there's more functional fitness gyms than there are big box gyms? More Anytimes, more Snap Fitness, more Planet, more Crunch, more Lifetime, more whatever. You think there's more boxes than all of those?
CrossFit is the fastest.
No. I think that there's like more Gold's gyms, and Anytime Fitness than CrossFit gyms, sure.
Right. So case in point, dude.
But what are those people doing in there? They're just
we don't know. But
we don't think there's adherence. They don't care what they do.
But
they just want them paying their bill every month.
But dude,
that's the adherence component.
But we don't know.
I make sure that if Dana pays her membership, not only does her check not bounce, but that she actually comes in 3 to 5 times a week and is trying to get better.
Yeah, just like you said, Justin, like, you walk in and you see people that look like they can't run a mile, the look of it. I walk into a Gold's gym and I see old men staring at young girls. I see guys that are just there for a pump on their headset trying to be like Sam Sulek on their phones because they have to wait 5 minutes for a machine.
Sure.
Like, it's the same thing with that. Like, most of those people in that gym, if they have one person getting personalized training from a coach in that facility, that's like 1 or 2 people at a time. Or if they have a boot class on the side, right? But most people that are going to those gyms are just not even in the space of getting fit. They're just there.
All right, real quick, Justin, if you're gonna teach people how to snowboard, would you rather have them come from a CrossFit gym, an F45, a Barry's boot camp, or Orange Theory, or a regular box gym?
I literally would care less for that.
CrossFit all day.
No. I would care less. I don't think
I
that.
can guarantee they have a quicker ability to catch on. There's a greater range of exposure of stuff. Body awareness.
I think
kinesthetic awareness.
maybe. I think what would be.
That's a win. I'll take maybe.
Maybe what the predicator would be if I was like, hey, which client should I take in a lineup of 10? You know, be like, who has the most athletic background? Like, who is the soccer player here? Okay, you.
And you'll likely find that to be a CrossFitter.
I don't think that's true either.
So why am I not better if I did swimming, baseball, and football growing up? I did 3 sports. Shouldn't that make me like the best CrossFitter?
No. Well, it would make you probably catch on way easier, for sure.
Right, but it didn't make me better over the 5-6 years I've been doing it.
No, because you didn't train for it.
Right, I didn't train CrossFit.
You what? Say it again.
I didn't train CrossFit.
So you wouldn't be good at CrossFit because you didn't train CrossFit.
Right.
Right. That's been my point.
No, your point is that an NFL person come over and do it.
If they had sufficient time to train it. Remember earlier I said, give them 2 years. They're better than both of us. So I said, give them 2 years. Give the CrossFitters 2 years to play the NFL stuff or to try to.
I would agree if you said a running back, only running back, because they still
not a lineman, dude. Not a lineman.
Well, you say football and NFL. Let's make sure it's clear. You're all about
someone who's like in decent shape already, like not 400 pounds.
Oh,
but hey,
now we got now we can't just say one thing. Now we got to.
But you guys did that. You guys did that earlier with the CrossFit over the NFL. You're picking and choosing. It has to be this level or whatever. But hold on. Kenneth DeLapp said CrossFit is still so niche. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So dude, so absolutely not. Is there more CrossFitters or are they whatever, like more adherent? I just don't believe it. I don't buy it. I can't buy it.
This will be fun. We have homework now. We can see how many physical Planet Fitnesses, 24 Snap Fitnesses, whatever. We'll start to get some data on how many big box gyms. We'll figure out how many CrossFit gyms there are. Soon, hopefully, when CrossFit gets purchased by B Sport, they make us all have the same gym management software. We'll have some real data.
Is it happening for sure?
I have no idea. But I think it'd be great if we were all on one platform so we could actually have some real data.
Yeah.
Because we have none.
The only data I get is off beyond the whiteboard when I get to see the preliminary data for the Open, which is legit.
Yeah.
Every time I read that thing, it breaks my heart. It makes me feel so.
Every time.
See that little thing and look at my number, I'm like.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think that CrossFit could be the best and the biggest model. I just don't think it is. You have to get people to buy in first.
But if you don't have a winning mentality first, you'll never win. So, like, we are the best. Like, just like Kenneth said, like, the Marines. What the fuck did he say?
Marine Corps is better because
the Marine Corps is better because we say we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you talk to a Marine. I talk to my buddies that are Marines. Like, they just think they're better than everybody else. Like, that's it. That's the only mentality. Like, there might be less of them compared to every other branch, but, like, they think they're the shit.
Yeah.
And everything. That's kind of the way we have to be about it. We have to think we're winning. We have to have the mentality of we're the best, or else we never will be, because we'll just be waiting for the moment with when are we the best? No, you just got to stay from the start.
What is the product CrossFit is selling? What is the product a global gym is selling?
CrossFit's selling a healthy lifestyle. The best way to be prepared for your everyday life.
That's what they're selling, but is it the product they're actually giving?
Depends on the coaches, depends on the box.
Right.
It depends on the programming.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as coaching goes, I would say that the Globo Gym is giving out the better barrier to entry type of coaching than CrossFit gyms are. I don't think that there's really much, like, debate on that. Like, CrossFit's barrier to entry. Huh?
There's plenty of debate on that.
I don't know, man. I think that CrossFit's barrier to entry to becoming a coach is so low. It's almost like
how much does a CPT cost?
A CPT?
Yeah.
It depends. The first one that I got was like $1,200.
Okay, that's about the same for L1.
Yeah, but then if you look through the packets, the CPT, at least NASM CPT, has way more stuff in it than the L1 even touches. Way more.
But that's why they have all of the journals on the site for you to read about and then do the CrossFit Health, etc.
You need to
Yeah,
compare
for
the
sure.
level 3 to more appropriately to what you've done. Compare
Yeah.
a level 3 to that.
Well, no, because the barrier to entry to becoming a CrossFit coach is
We're
the
not
level 1.
arguing the barrier to entry. We agree the barrier to entry as well.
Yeah, so then I think that the majority
We're
of
talking
CrossFit,
about those that do it well. You are significantly better than most CPTs. I've dealt with a lot of people that have gone to school for it. They've gotten degrees in exercise science, kinesiology. You can coach circles around them. You are good at what you do because you care and are passionate. You didn't just check a box, get education, and move on. Like with any profession, there are good ones and there are bad ones.
Yeah,
I think it's
100%.
more appropriate to pick an L3 because that's clearly someone that has chosen the path of education in CrossFit. And I think it's a better expression of what the education looks like.
Well, I guess
We agree. L1 is easy and low barrier to entry.
Yeah, we agree on that.
And not enough.
What I'm saying is that to get a job in the respected field, right? And people with the L1 that are shitty coaches will take the job. So the
But they
barrier
won't
to entry,
keep it.
maybe. I mean, maybe not, right? So it depends on the owner. Like it's the same thing as like a shitty CPT. They got more education. They know know things. They know more things, but that doesn't mean that they're a good coach, right? So like because they don't know how to command a room, whatever. I'm just saying the barrier to entry, the person who actually becomes the coach, there is one side that is going to be better prepared, more educated than the other side. Now, that's not to say, though, that a level 1 can't be like self-educated and throw themselves in and do all the mentee stuff and become a super good coach with just an L1. That's not to say that that can't be true. I'm just saying the person who has the CPT, probably NASM, or I know you guys don't like the NSCA, but those two people are going to be way more prepared to be a good coach than the L1 by far. I've taken both of them.
I will agree that it's greater than L1, but that's not the argument we're trying to make.
Yeah, the argument that you're trying to make is to do it to an L3, but I'm saying just to get a job first, that person who has the CPT is by far way more qualified. There's a reason why big box gyms don't take the L1, dude.
Justin, we agree with you.
Yeah. So yeah, but I agree with you. Like, I don't know anything about the L3. You could enlighten me.
You should study for it.
I need the L2 first.
No, you can still study for it.
You can.
I think you can leapfrog the L2 and get an L3. I don't think you have to have an L2 to get an L3. It's an exam you pass.
How much does it cost?
$500 to $300 to take it.
The L3.
But it is not. Most people do not pass it their first time.
I think my L1 is up this August though.
Try and get an L3, and then you can tell us what was harder.
What was harder?
That's something you should document. That's a journey you should document.
Mm.
And you can compare how hard it was to pass the L3 and what level of knowledge it actually had you consume and digest and comprehend.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm opposed to that. I would do it. I just got to etch out the time for it for sure. Kenneth
Cool. I like this.
I signed up for the Open to support the community, games, affiliates, etc. I could care less about training and open performance. Hell, I probably wouldn't even do the workouts. I probably wouldn't. You got to do the workouts, dude.
Yeah, again, Logan and I are drank the Kool-Aid to the nth degree.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly the flag till the day I die.
Yep.
It's the best because it's the best.
Just because. It is because it is. Yeah, and again, dude, like I said, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying, how do we prove it? You know?
I like this L3 adventure because maybe I'll start studying for mine too.
Yeah, maybe all the money we make off of this live, we'll just fund it because we make so much money off of it.
Logan's funny.
Are you guys? Let's see how much. I want to know how much it actually costs.
It's either $300 or $500.
CrossFit L3, and you think that you can just go straight to it?
Yeah, you can just sign up to do a proctored exam.
Oh, yeah.
CrossFit certifications.
Do you think our saw would want
I
that?
don't know. I'll look into
I'm
it
gonna let
later.
my crazy dog in and check my student chest real quick.
All right. I'll look into it later because I would actually think about doing that. Count at the lab, 30 cents. Love you, buddy.
I'm going to the gym.
Okay, have fun.
You can reach me there.
Have
Love
fun
you.
going to the powerlifting gym.
I will.
Thanks.
To walk on.
To walk on
Sorry
the
you
treadmill.
couldn't cut it at CrossFit.
Joe says sorry you couldn't cut it at CrossFit.
Did he just comment 30 cents, or we actually get 30 cents? Because that'd be dope.
We're at 8 viewers, guys. Holy.
That means we can split it
fingers.
10 cents a piece, right?
Yeah, if he goes to the link in the description, he can donate that 30 cents, and then I'll Venmo you 10 cents, each of you.
No, you should have a bar at the bottom, just like for your subs, because you're trying to be like out there with the sub stuff. You should have a bar with like money to fund me for my L3.
Hey, can we update the subscribers by November part?
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I don't even know how to update the subscriber bar thing, dude.
No, I thought you bought those.
The subscribers?
Yeah, buy more.
Yeah, just buy more.
I should buy more. I haven't even done a proper podcast in forever, dude.
Use the word proper a lot.
Yeah, I like proper a lot. Kenneth DeLepp, I like powerlifters. All they care about is performance. Don't give an F about diet, looks, nothing. Facts. Big facts.
Justin, what do you think the next workout's going to be?
I hope the next workout is something like, I don't know, max push-ups for time. That'd be good for me.
And how do
Wow.
we standardize that?
And titties to the pavement. And then
But what if you have really flat titties?
it's just worse for you, dude. I got longer
Yeah.
arms, big chest.
That was
Ronnie
probably-
Coleman. Ronnie Coleman style chest, dude.
Damn.
I don't know, dude. What do you guys think it's gonna be?
I think it'll be 20.5, which is the Choose Your Own Adventure, but more so because that's the workout Lazar won. And I think it'd be a cool homage to do the open with Lazar still.
What is it?
120 wall balls, 80 cal row, 40 ring muscle ups for time, 15-minute cap, and you can choose any order you want. Break it up however you want.
You think that as an open workout?
It was an open workout, 20.5.
Holy crap! What?
Yeah, the open used to mean something.
That's wild.
It used to
Logan,
test
where'd you
more
go?
Slanging a dumbbell and burpees.
What
I think it's gonna be 22.3.
What was that?
Give me a second. I just had it up. That's why I went.
That was back when it was a 3-week open, so it'd probably be like thrusters and chest to bar descending reps.
Yeah.
33, 27, 8, 21, 18, 15, 12,
Yeah.
9, 6, 3.
Yeah, like dubs, thrusters, pull-ups, dubs. Like everything was dubs. It was like a ascending or descending with the dubs, and then pull-ups, chest bar, thrusters, that kind of jazz. 22.3.
What is the structure of the open this year? Because Tristan was telling me that it's something like
3 weeks.
yeah, and then you get put into like a percentage bracket, and then everybody has 1 week
1%.
of 3 workouts or something.
Yeah, you have
That's
the
insurance.
1% for the elite, for the main 18 to 34, 35, right? And then for the masters athletes, they have a 2%. But the 1% is a minimum of 1,200. So depending on how many people sign up, I guess they were scared about what the 1% would look like. They have a minimum of 1,200 people make it to the in-affiliate semifinals. Now for the teams, all teams that sign up in the open automatically make it to in-affiliate semifinals this year.
Yep.
And then from the in-affiliate semifinals, only 20 teams make it straight to the games. So even though there's a Syndicate Crown and there's a TFX, which is your East and West, they're going to get invites based off of the in-affiliate semifinal for the top 30 teams in the East, top 30 teams in the West, but it's not a qualifier to the games. The only way to get to the games for a team is from in-affiliate semifinals. For just this year.
So we all are only gonna get 3 weeks of working out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have to quit working out after that?
That's you know where I am.
No.
It'll be fun.
I mean, we're trying to
No.
do Wadapalooza, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
You make a 3-man team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, I think that we're going to start coming to your gym every Friday night.
When you say we, you mean you and Tristan, not you and Heather.
No, me and Heather will maybe come. But Tristan will also be joining.
I had to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, Community Cup's in June. Then there'll be a couple workouts over on the weekend.
When is the WADA qualifier?
Well, the Wadapalooza might be in March. And I'm saying it here, if Wadapalooza is a part of WFP, I ain't doing it.
Why would it do that? Why would it become a part of that?
I think they're switching to March so they can be one of the events in the WFP.
Oh, really?
That or the weather. I mean, from this year at WADA,
That could be
it was cold and rainy, and people were falling on their face during the handstand walks. It was wild. And the weather wasn't great, and they moved the venue space to like right next to the water.
Why didn't they change the movement?
Because
The PFA said it was fine.
It was funny to watch.
They've been doing a really good job then, huh?
PFA, yeah, the best.
PFAA. PFAA.
Nah, because they only changed it for the elite athletes. This was all the other athletes. The elites didn't go till later in the day.
Oh, yeah.
It was the morning where it was raining. PFAA is only for elite athletes, apparently.
Professional only, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
They don't give a crap about you and me,
We are the elite athletes.
bro.
I think I might do beach brawl again.
We are elite when it comes to our age and human beings around us, I would agree.
For sure.
Think about all the kids you grew up with. You want to put all 30 of them in your 5th grade class and bring them back wherever you are? Oh, God.
We'll put them to shame.
Now they're still at the bar from where I grew up at. That's where they're at.
Yeah, true.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy, dude? Like,
Except
some people
for
just live their
except for
life
Shane
like that.
Gillis. He made it.
You went to school with Shane Gillis?
I didn't go to school with him. He went to my school.
Really?
Yeah, he was in my brother's grade.
What?
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
He
How
went to
old
my
is
high
he?
school. He's probably like 31.
Was he in
My
regular
brother's-
classes?
I don't know much about it. I just know that our thing was we had like a private whenever he talks about going to like Catholic
No way.
school in Mechanicsburg or whatever, like his mom is the one that owns his brother, the one that's autistic, that owns that coffee shop he talks about in some of his jokes. It's in Mechanicsburg, like where I grew up.
Oh.
He made it out.
Interesting.
But he looks like everybody from that area that just sits there and drinks Bud Light.
Is that like a thing where you're from, Logan? Like people are just like hometown, small town folk, and they just like sit and chill in the bar and roll dice and shit?
Yeah, they were like really good in high school, did a little bit of college, and then they're just like hometown heroes wearing their varsity jackets everywhere.
Well, we lost all subscribers in Logan's area.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
okay.
fuck them.
We don't need 'em.
That's why I left. That's why I left that area.
Yeah.
That's why Logan's talking shit, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, forget
Yeah.
him.
Everybody went to school at like Penn State or Temple, or they tried to go to West Point or like Naval Academy because I was in a private Catholic school. So like they all wanted to go to like the big university nearby, and I was like, nah, I got to get away from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenosha used to
freaking-
have the most bars per capita in the world.
Really?
Who?
Kenosha
We had
is.
Kenosha. Now,
Damn.
then we lost it to La Crosse in Wisconsin, and now but there's a bar on most every corner.
Dude, it is crazy. You just like when you get older, you just see the people that are just fine with being complacent, you know, and just staying in the same spot forever and ever. And they just like, you might see them if you go visit or something, and you just see how sad they are. Like, on
Yeah,
their
I see those
face.
guys at the Globo Gym saunas, but I don't see them at the CrossFit gyms.
Those are the only ones I see at the CrossFit gyms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
You're
very
going to the
sad.
wrong ones. Yeah.
I will say this, that I think that the majority of people in the CrossFit gym are there because they're trying to self-improve, for sure. Like, they're actually, like, trying in life, you know?
It's like they have like a higher level of adherence, maybe.
And then addicts,
Nah.
addicts love it too. People that used to be addicts.
Yeah, Taylor, big time.
let's just not go into that, dude. But yeah, you're right. And I think that's why people get so tied up in it. Like they get so like addicted to
addictive.
it, maybe. Yeah.
It's addicting because it's
Yeah.
peer pressure part of it too.
Yeah.
Like the 9 a.m.ers is a thing. The 6 a.m.ers are different than the 5 p.m.ers.
Boy,
Yeah.
Like way different.
Well, Joe's got when I was at his gym, like he's got like literally you can count on every like you know who's gonna show up for each and every single class.
Yeah.
They've got like their clique, and then at the end, like if like on Friday or whatever, they all commingle. Like you just adherence, but you just know that they're there, you know, for each other.
Yeah.
Like that's what's cool about CrossFit.
When someone doesn't show up, it's not me texting being like, Brian, where are you at? Where were you at? Like
The class
it's
calls them out.
all the people with them be like, bro, what the heck, man?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then now we just put a coffee shop in our new build. So like everybody hangs out, has coffee after, or smoothies. And it's even more like of a family. Like I didn't have anywhere to go today because my wife's not here, so I'm like a lost puppy. So when I went to the CrossFit gym to go watch people do the open workouts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a community.
Was
Was it,
Christian there?
Huh?
Was Christian there helping?
He showed up eventually.
Oh, that's good. Hey,
Is that
I'm
the
prou-
dude
I'm
on
proud of him.
steroids?
I don't think he was, but his team didn't. His team pop it one year.
One of his people did.
Yeah.
Joe, when you were telling me about that guy, was it George? Is that his name?
Sterner at Total Flex.
Dude, yeah. When you like, okay, so what's funny about that is you like said Milwaukee. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. And then I saw the thumbnail for Hiller's video, and I was like, boy, that looks like Total Flex. I didn't see that it was Hiller yet. That it was Hiller's video, and I was like, that looks like Total Flex Gym. And I'm like, did they start a YouTube channel? And then I saw that it was like Hiller's video. I'm like, what the hell is going on at Total Flex Gym? And so I clicked on it, and it was that dude that you were talking about. I lost my mind, dude. I'm like, there's no way. And then I clicked on the video, and sure shit, it was in Total Flex Gym. It's crazy.
And dude got 345 reps.
I know, it's wild. What do we think Colton Merton's got?
360.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a nose down, grind it out. There's a perfect workout for him.
Yeah.
And he won this workout last year. Like whoever won this workout last year, 24.1, they're gonna be the same person that won.
Yeah, he's already halfway to the ground compared to me. So like his time.
I mean, Froning said flat out, Colton's gonna win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good stamp of approval.
Oh yeah, and if you don't think Justin, if you don't think Froning's the best to ever do it, then you haven't bought into the Kool-Aid either.
Agreed.
I think that Tia's the best ever to do it, isn't she?
We don't talk about women.
No.
It's so
That's-
liberal of you.
That's sexist
Yeah.
or what?
No, it's just not part of our platform.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Goats are only males.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Women are
What's a
far
female
superior.
goat? Is there a name for a female goat? Or is a
Huh?
goat a
Is
goat?
that a sheep?
Is it?
I don't know. Don't get me to this. I'm not a.
I mean, you got like a calf and a cow, right? And a
This is a
bull.
really good way for us to seem stupid, dude. Ask
God.
what a
I don't
female
have to
goat
try
is,
very- I
dude.
don't have to try very hard. Damn it.
No,
Froning's a goat.
who would actually be the greatest of all time for real?
Well,
Froning.
it depends if we're defining. Like, I think Frazier was the most dominant and impressive. Like, he took the sport to a different level of dedication. But Froning was so good for so long, ahead of all of the resources. Like, the resources really weren't there yet. Like, Frazier had Hinshaw. Well, like, there was a lot more information and groundwork paved for Frazier to maximize that, like, then Froning did it, and Unreal basically doing it on his own, programming himself.
Still. And I think someone said the other day on the Spawn podcast, it was like, Frazier is the best CrossFit athlete ever, but Froning is the best CrossFitter ever.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I agree, because...
Why? Because he does sports and shit too, or what?
Because Froning's still doing it and such a big part of this, and clearly cares.
Still a
I think
top.
Frazier is only involved because there's revenue behind it. Which I don't blame him. But
Hey.
you can see with Rich that it is truly in his bones and a passion.
Heather and I were talking about this last night too in bed.
Ooh.
What was there anyone in HWPO anymore?
Yeah, there's a
Vellner. Like,
Vellner, but that's because Michelle Latondra's there,
Yeah.
Yep.
and she's a goat. She's legit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's real
yeah.
nice too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Good.
I ran into her once and she's like the most quiet person ever. Like
Nice.
just didn't expect anybody to know who she was type of person, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
HWPO has almost no one.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
like,
everybody's left.
and then Heather's like, "Do you think he's like working as an engineer?" I'm like, "No, he's absolutely not. He's rich."
He's got
more
so
than
many
enough
hands
money.
and different,
No,
like he's
yeah.
diversified
Podium.
portfolio.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of
He's
stuff
good.
that makes him
He's
money
fine.
now, which is great, which he's fine. That's what he wants to do, but
Yeah.
he hasn't built into that what Mayhem has done because they're the gold standard.
I just
Yeah.
think it's nuts that Ben Bergeron flat out said that they got too big for their britches and they shouldn't have done a C-suite. They shouldn't have done this, and that's why this was such a demise. And then Harry Pally from Comtrain goes to HWPO and they do the same damn thing.
Wait, they did what? What did they do?
They hire CMO, COO, CEO. They spend all this money to have all these C-suite people. It's like Mayhem's got Josh Malone running the show solo for the longest time, and now they're slowly starting to add all these other pieces in. But it's just weird that Harry Pally came from Comtrain, saw the writing on the wall of like, hey, this probably isn't the best way to do it. It's probably it's not cost effective. And then they did the same thing. HWPO is not going to be around.
You don't think so?
Well, it only is if like Fraser just wants to keep it a thing, but
he's not invested in the community aspect enough for it to stick around, which is what keeps it alive with Mayhem.
I think he does a good job for it appearing that way. Like he'll go to all those like HWPO sweat things before, like when they do activations and pop-ups. He's there, he's present, but unfortunately, and no one will say this but no one can know for sure. I only think he does it because it's, all things considered, for work, relatively fun. But he's only doing it because it pays dividends on sounding and appearing like you are really woven in this. I think he's purely doing it for the appearance and optics.
Hey, who's fighting John Woolborn?
I think it's got to be one of you guys. It's got to be one of you two.
Who's John Woolborn?
He's the jiu-jitsu guy.
CrossFit football guy. He is not the jiu-jitsu guy.
Oh, the other guy.
John Wellborn had CrossFit football and was a part of the games way back when. He does jiu-jitsu now. He was an NFL player for 10 years. Justin, Julian, whatever his hell his name is just a dude. I like him when you look at his social media. I followed him for a while. Like, he has really good, diverse styles of training that I like his content because it helps me think outside of the box for CrossFit, because we can get kind of redundant. And so when I watch him do different stuff and he trains more of a plyometric combine style of training, it's just good to be exposed to that because it's good.
Yeah, we don't fight. As Kenneth said, we don't fight. We just we're gonna put tariffs on them. Whatever we can do. I haven't seen anybody wear the While on Earth shoes. Again, another portfolio maker for him to be able to have a brand out there that you have Brooke Wells wear to make all the girls buy it. Mal O'Brien wear. Where's she at? You know, like, that's crazy. I can get into that too, but I think that's what makes this so great is I barely look into all the other CrossFit stuff. Joe is in the CrossFit ethos, and Justin, you like secretly love it but hate it. And like, you probably go to the shady sex store in the back and then like pay for the little CrossFit for 10 minutes to get off and then come out and be like, I'm straight. I swear.
Yeah, you're like a gay kid in the 70s. Like, it's all good now. Just come on out.
That I'm a CrossFitter?
Nah, he's married, so he's got to be like, hey, I'm not like that. I'm not gay no more. I'm delivered.
I'm still waiting for my ring from CrossFit, dude. Still waiting for it to get down on one knee.
Oh,
We should
Yeah. Put my
we
money
should-
on Logan. No.
Joe has
Kenneth
the
is
Kool-Aid
right. I
running
have
through
the
his
Kool-Aid
veins.
pulsing porcelain.
He's the Kool-Aid man, dude, for sure.
Dude, for real.
Who?
Building the greatest
Joe.
affiliate on planet Earth. Come and watch.
I really do want to see those 4 dudes go head to head, though.
Who?
I think it would be entertaining. Taylor, Judd, whatever the other dude's name is, and Hiller.
In what?
In what, like a boxing, like Russian style, like MMA, where they all just fight in a ring together?
No, dude, my proposal is literally like get them all for like a week or even 2 weeks to like design something, right? So it's got to be both wheelhouses. So they'll do CrossFit, but like kind of a lower skill level type of CrossFit workout. So maybe what we just did, 25.1 or whatever. And then the second thing is we'll do a sport. So they could do a velo max for baseball or some shit, whatever, I don't know, whatever they want to do. And then do another CrossFit workout, but that in I don't know, that's strength inspired, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then do another, like do BJJ or kickboxing or something like that. And then the third thing that's super neutral, because the health is the thing, right? That is the argument. Health, what's better for the gen pop, whatever. Hiller specifically said it on his live today too, that he likes to look at blood markers like HDL, LDL, cholesterol, and stuff like that. If you guys heard, other blood markers, testosterone, all this stuff. So get blood work done, VO2 max, boom, done.
Isn't that what didn't Hunter McIntyre talk about this, where he got invited to something where it was like a secret fitness festival where he had to go like wrestle and then do workouts?
Spartan did that before they went under. They pulled the best like ultra runner. There was Hunter, there was high roxers, there was CrossFit athletes, and it was a broader test. And wrestling was one of them. They had, like, there was a rope ring.
And
Well,
who
have
won?
you guys seen that league now that's doing like
I think
grip stuff?
Hunter won one year, and then he took second or third the other year. And then I want to say Lauren Weeks has won every single time, but she crushed this first week of the Open.
Yeah, she's a crazy. Are you talking about Grid League, Justin?
No, there's another league. I keep seeing it pop up like on my For You, but it's like they do that thing where they hold on to a stick like this, and they're on either side. They have a log in between them, and they get to pull back and forth. And then there literally is like a wrestling one in sand too. And then they do CrossFit style workouts as well. I don't know what the league
challenge?
is called. Huh?
No,
it's
The
not.
challenge?
It's not on TV.
I think that doing the
Damn.
chess boxing is better.
You guys are gonna love this comment.
Bro, you love that comment. We don't
High
have
Rocks
to
will
wait.
buy CrossFit
Hide your
and put on a
chubby-
Trolley Fitness channel. Woo! Festival.
No, I think people are getting their bridges in the bunch with High Rocks thinking it's the best thing in the world right now when it's not. I mean, they
Come and
have a
go
great.
Tough Mudder and Spartan.
Yeah, they have a great marketability and they've done a great job. Like New York City, I think I said this before, like it sold out within like 3 hours or some shit like that.
Mhm.
Like craziness. But if you look at the comments from last year, it was just horrific how it was run.
High Rocks.
Like not enough. Yeah, like at New York City, like obviously they're gonna have their problems the first time doing it, but at such a mass scale, I think it's still. I think it's even more. It's even more niche than CrossFit. We had people coming today to our gym. Also, I hate that you call it a box. By the way, Justin, I don't know why. I don't like the term.
It's
But
a smelly box.
when we had people come into our gym today, because it's a gym, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do a High Rocks like practice run through, like a half High Rocks," and everybody in our gym was looking around like, "What are these people doing?" Like it's even more niche than CrossFit. You know, it's the people that wanted to do Spartan races, but they didn't want to get dirty.
Yeah.
It's
It's
people
all
that want to do
niche.
CrossFit, but they realize they can't clean over 225.
No, they're tiny. Again, Spartan racers, but just wanted to be clean and look good and wear tight pants.
Dude, speaking of, Hunter had a video the other day where he was front squatting, and homie was struggling with 265.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
all he-
not good.
Because that's not what he trains.
But
Yeah.
he tries to sound like he's like this bulk pony and the strongest runner.
Compared to other High Roxers, he's a
Oh.
fucking huge
Animal.
mammoth.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He's a mammoth. I mean, he's still what? He just had the world record at 53.22, something like that, the other day.
Yeah. He's a
Like
beast.
the dude is a beast in that
Yeah.
sport because that's what
Yeah.
he's trained.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a beast. I do think, given time, I mean, he doesn't have much because he's in his 30s, but that he could be a good CrossFit athlete.
No, he already tried and he quit because he wasn't good.
Didn't you see his
He
Murph
can't
video?
snatch more than 200 pounds.
Yeah, given time is what I'm saying. Like, given
Bro,
actual
he
sufficient
does not
time.
have that kind of time.
I know, that's what I'm
Snatching
saying.
it-
He doesn't have time.
He
He's
would
in
need
his
to go
30s.
back in time.
Yeah, for sure. Remember when Greg invited him to the games? Haha.
Yeah, that was fun.
Don't fit shame Hunter.
He's fit as shit.
Hunter has an unfinished tattoo on his back that pisses me off.
Isn't it the
Trident?
or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, like finish it. What are you doing, bro? You have the money to do it. Finish the Trident.
That would throw his training off, Logan. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
his videos are good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
His
I
videos
like
are
watching his
I
videos.
agree.
He doesn't
He's
care
hilarious.
he don't give a fuck.
His
Yeah.
entertainment value is there for sure. It's just his fun squad shit. But yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't you like me calling the CrossFit box a box?
I don't know. It just sounds like there's somebody that doesn't know what CrossFit is trying to sum it up as something. I don't know. I just don't.
Way back when, I feel like it was common vernacular. There was a gym south of us called CrossFit Oswego. They had the coolest shirts ever. Logan, you'll clearly hate it, but their shirts, and you'll still see them sometimes. It just says "huge, tight box." I love that shirt
Yeah, that's awesome.
because for those that do CrossFit, like it makes sense. Like it's a good tight community, and a box is a gym. And
I thought-
you read that as a CrossFitter, you know, but it's someone else like, what the fuck?
Wait, Joe, how old are you?
37.
Okay.
You're just a young buck here, kiddo.
I guess so.
How old are you?
28.
Bro, you got your whole life ahead of you. That's so exciting.
Apparently, compared to what some people, I'm past my prime for CrossFit because, Mal O'Brien and all them are so young and they start out so early. It makes people think that you're so old so fast. That was one of the problems I had with some of these teenage athletes. And then the media around CrossFit saying, like, this is the next generation. They deemed it in the one video. Like, I thought that was a load of horse shit.
The guys are doing a good job, but those
Huh?
girls, I agree that it is not done well.
No,
I would argue that like doing it that young is probably really bad.
I would agree too. I mean,
Specializing, yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
like-
there's so much stuff we don't know about what it does to
Yeah.
the female body and hormones and stuff on a large
Yeah.
scale. Like, yes, there's gonna be freaks. Like, Mal O'Brien was a freak
Mhm.
for sure, really good at the sport. But then when you look at her training, which everybody says that James Townsend was such a good coach, knows a lot of stuff, and then you listen to what he said about, yeah, she would just go for an hour or two on the runner before every session. Like, you let her do that.
Mhm. Yeah.
You let her destroy herself.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
it sounds like she just, from Mel, it sounds like she just was hell-bent on doing that. Like, this big fallout with
Yeah.
HWPO follows, sounds like she was doing that stuff and lying about how much she was doing and how she was feeling. Like, Matt would be like, hey, how you feeling? He's like, I'm good. And then she'd be like, Jake Marconi would be like, bro, you just said that your back is blowing up and you're, like, sore as this. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, because she's she's a young girl. Like, whatever you tell her that she can't do, she's gonna want to do. That's what any young person does. Like, they get so obsessed with it that they're gonna want to do it and say they're gonna do it forever. We've all done that about stuff until they blow themselves up, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But they won't
dude.
tell you that. She still never said that. No one will say that out loud because they don't want to seem like something bad happened. There's not really any transparency with elite athletes and how they train because they don't want to give away anything. They don't want to tell you that they're going through stuff for whatever fucking reason. It's really annoying that way.
Yeah.
In my experience, like, younger women are way harder workers, but guys get their results because they listen better, when they're younger. So, like,
Yeah.
take like a 19-year-old girl versus a 19-year-old boy, and they're both training for a sport. The girl is going to outwork the guy almost every single time. Like, they don't have an off switch a lot of times, This is just
Yeah.
from me working with, like, college
Yeah.
and high school athletes. But the guy will progress faster because he's going to listen. The girl, like, doesn't take, usually, in my experience, doesn't take direction as well. They want to do more. They want to, like,
Yeah.
they want to keep going.
Yeah.
And, like, there's something to be said about that for sure. But the burnout, you know, like I've had more times than not, girls not go on to do their D1 sport or their D2 with their offer, like literally not take full ride scholarships because they're burnt out and they don't want to do it anymore. You know, and it's because they just sometimes don't listen. You know, and they're just like, I'm gonna do more because more seems to be better.
Yeah, I mean,
Bruce
Kenneth's
Wayne.
right. Go ahead.
No, you go for it.
What do you say? Yeah, Matt was talking about how she would lie in the CrossFit documentary. Like, she said she was going to take some weeks off after the games, and she was, like, back in the gym right away, like, at the end of the week, because she couldn't. And, like, to me, that's also the coaching aspect, not just her being, like, mentally incapable of understanding, like, I need to stop. It's like, you need to be forced more often. The coach needs to be involved with you, even on your rest time.
Yeah.
So, like, there's so much to it at that high level, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, even at that level, dude, like, even at that level, coaches don't really want to be coaches. They just want to have the accolade of coach. You know what I mean? So, like, take, for example, Joe probably does a really good job at this. I know that I do a good job at this, where, like, you're probably in constant contact with the majority of your clients. Like, you're at least touching base super often. And then there's those coaches who are just coaches and they get lucky somehow and they get a really good athlete. It's like they were never really good coaches. You know what I mean? Like they were never really good coaches in the first place. Huh?
Wait, like Ben Bergeron?
I don't freaking know, dude. I don't
No,
know.
I know.
About this
I could
space.
name like a handful.
But yeah, they get lucky because they're in the right area at the right time, or the person walks in their gym, they see potential, they coach them up for like a year, they're a really good coach, but they're not long term a good coach, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know, is it Mal's fault? Yeah, but at the same time, what do you expect from like a teenage girl? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
We all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you
It just
need
sucks to see because she was
Parents.
so good.
Parents,
James
primarily.
Townsend even too, like as her coach, and he's a really cool guy too. I've met him. But like, yeah, you're right. It is his job to be like, hey, dude, chill out. Like, get off the treadmill. Like, this is not
Or
what
like,
you're
get
here
out
for.
of my gym if you don't listen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, Haley Adams. She wouldn't eat. I watched a day in the life of her before the whole Hiller video came out about her, and she was showing how much she was like trying to eat, and how she reserves an hour or two before she goes to bed to scroll TikTok, all this stuff. And then come to find out later, she was like, "Yeah, I lied about that to show you that I eat because I don't really eat anything."
This
And
is
now-
Hiller's video. She lied about it.
No. I'm just saying
Oh.
before Hiller's video where he did like the one-on-one with her, which was really good, and like followed her around. She had her own video from Mayhem, like the day in the life,
Oh.
and it was like what she ate, what she did, and she was eating a lot of food. And people were from that. I was like, then what is she doing wrong then?
Mm.
But she only did that for the cameras, obviously, to show that she wasn't malnourished, because she was so tiny and wouldn't eat. It was just crazy because people they get put on this pedestal with the media
Mhm.
and Instagram, and it makes you feel like you need to be somebody you're not because they're expecting you to be this thing that has everything right. That's why I like Hiller's videos so much, because he's like super transparent about everything, asks the right questions,
Yeah.
and gets in their face about it.
Agreed. Yeah. He's not scared to go there.
No, because that'll just show you what kind of person they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Great.
to Bruce Wayne's point, kind of female and male primes are different. Yeah, Logan, I would actually argue that you're coming into your prime right now.
I'm
He's
coming in
definitely
my
coming.
prime.
He's coming.
Coming in it. Yeah.
It's a slow one, but I think it's definitely, what is it, like 30 to 33 is usually like the male prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would agree. Doesn't mean it's going to be the prime for CrossFit.
Yeah.
But I would agree. Yeah, I still feel like I got way more to do.
Yeah. Do you have are you gonna try to do team this year?
That's my overall plan, is like to go team at the game. It's always been my dream because I've always been a team sports guy. Swimming is a little different, but like then again, I was on like the medley, with other people, which I liked way more than swimming the 500 by myself, where I wanted to just stab my eyes out. Like doing team, I think, is a full appreciation of finding people that you can work out with, that push you more, that get you fitter. That's why most individual athletes usually have somebody else to train with too.
Yeah.
And I like the feeling of like making someone feel like they have to go harder, because if you don't, you feel like you're letting the team down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with failing on a team level if one other person fails, because I know what it makes them feel like if they're fully invested. And when you have a 4-person team versus, like, you know, football with 11, like a 4-person team is so much more like emotional, because you know the people you're working with. That's why when the people pop hot, I'm like, bro, you didn't know your team then.
Mhm.
Like, or you did and you just weren't saying anything.
Yeah.
Logan, would you cheat if you knew you could get away with it?
No, I can't. I don't even know. Like, no, there's so many, like, there's so many ways other than the CrossFit that I know I could cheat in, like, at work or in life, and I can't. I'd be way too guilty. I think the one time I did cheat, I guess I take that back. I'm a liar. I definitely cheated in high school. I take that way back.
Yeah.
I definitely was terrible in high school and college, but yeah, no, I wouldn't. No.
What if you knew that everyone else was cheating and you could get away with it?
No, there's something about, like, me doing it the right way. Like, okay, this is a good for what my wife and I were talking about. It was like all the people that do cheat in the open, they're taking up these leaderboard spots, and even though they're not maybe in the elite, like, top level, like top, like, let's say first in for the semifinals, they may not be the top 1%, but they're taking away positions that jump you eventually.
Yeah.
Even though we're holding ourselves, I will no rep my wife for sure. She gets pissed off at me, but it's like we then look at it later like, yeah, we're holding ourselves to a standard, but then we get upset and have this conversation of, should I hold her to the standard every single time because other people aren't, and they're getting close to us? Like, why should we hold ourselves to the standard and, like, look like we're getting worse in the open or quarterfinals or whatever it is than the person that isn't, and they're okay with it, but yet they're not going anywhere?
Right.
So yeah, it feels, and we had this conversation a few times of, like, holding yourself to the standard makes you feel that much more accomplished with the work you've put in, with the months and months and years of training. So, like, until you get to that point where you can hold yourself to the standard and be better than everybody else, that takes some time, because there are so many people that do cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that feels way better than cheating your way up to it. I can't hold myself to that, to cheat to get there.
And that it's eventually coming for you. I mean,
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
That's why people show up. What did we talk about this before? They show up to regionals and they're last.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Because
it's not even just last. Like, if you go back and watch the YouTube way back when of those regionals, man, it's one of these things is not like the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it always comes out. We had a kid that would cheat all the time. He was never a part of my gym, but he was at the neighboring gyms, and he would, like, do the open workout one night at one gym and go to the other gym and redo it and somehow improve by, like, rounds. And then he did Team of 3 Wadapalooza, and, like, with fluffed all scores, they made RX maybe, and dude couldn't hang power clean like 245 pounds. And it's like, in this workout, you supposedly had a complex at like 270. It's like, where does the strength go?
But I don't agree with everything that is considered cheating.
Like what?
And CrossFit, like, smoking weed. Like, why is that get you kicked out? You know what I mean? Like, like, same reason, like, why is it illegal? I don't know. I just, because they test for it.
Kenneth's comment, Pinero's in the cock, she's a chemist. She's way ahead of the testing protocol.
Yeah, yeah. I saw her at WADA.
A girl or what? She's an athlete?
Oh, man.
She's your mother.
She's my mother?
Yeah, she will be. Actually, she could be your daddy.
Holy moly. I gotta Google this
She
girl.
is jacked out of her mind. It is the most clear use of drugs in
Let's see.
CrossFit.
Pinero.
Andrea Pinero. I mean, again, drugs are definitely in the sport. And you see it way more common with, like, regional cusp athletes that are doing whatever it takes just to make it there. You'll see, again, or you'll see it like legends for the master stuff. You
Mhm.
go to like the Legends and watch Masters at 35 and 40 and 45, and these dudes are so big and so jacked and so red.
But they got a
Eh,
prescription. They got a
yeah,
prescription to cover their
right.
butt.
Which I don't. Does CrossFit actually accept that?
I didn't think that they did. I didn't think you could be on TRT.
I thought it was zero tolerance.
I'm pretty sure the way Rich has talked about it before is people have had prescriptions and gotten away with it, but I'd have to look into it.
I'm 99.9% sure that there is no therapeutic use exemption.
I know for sure you can't take DHEA in CrossFit's rules, which I would,
very tame.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Or
I would be hard.
peptides.
Yeah, so I'd be hard
No,
pressed to think
zero
you could do
peptides.
TRT.
I even think like you can't inject like NAD plus, like that is still considered a peptide, and that's still considered within the zero tolerance. Because I think Sam Dancer initially was talking about it, and then he was like, "Oh crap!" and then he went to like a liposomal version instead.
Oh shit, I'm out.
Yeah, he went to Rose. That's why.
Yeah.
But he talked about how he smoked weed.
He has a THC drink. Doesn't he own part of a THC drink?
Yeah.
Elevate.
Abby Dommett said that
Levitate. Those are
2
good.
weeks, 2 weeks up from the semifinal, she was smoking weed.
Who?
Like Abigail Dommett, she said that on a podcast.
Why don't they just let them smoke some weed, dude?
Yeah, I agree. Zero tolerance stuff needs to be amended.
Hold on.
Get to
You guys keep going.
But if I say that, I lose my job.
for real. Yeah.
Craziness. I have to do that once a month. We have to do a piss test.
You have to do it anytime you come. You have leave? So anytime you come back from leave, I'm sure you do.
Depends. It's randomized. We do like 20%, 30% sometimes every month. You can do someone to come off of like, a long leave and be like, oh, let me test you, but
Yeah.
we don't. Doesn't really happen like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not randomized, and you can get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
But we test for a lot of things. The one thing they don't test for, unless you know specifically they're doing it, you have to have like absolute proof, is CBD. So we're not allowed to do any CBD products or anything like that. We had to sign something that said we wouldn't take any, and then but they don't test for it. They have a separate test if you like can prove at that moment they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not supposed to take CBD either. In any form.
That's crazy. So I'm assuming still like no Delta 9 or any of that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in our they have like a rolling stock of what they test for. It changes based off the month, but we don't know what it is. I just have to read off a list. Though we test for a bunch of stuff, like LSD, all that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10 it's marijuana that people pop for. 9 times out of 10.
For the military?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Why you guys aren't allowed to do like smoke weed and do mushrooms and stuff? Steroids, mostly.
Yeah, I think what they're worried about is inhibiting field performance. If something were to happen, then they're liable for that. Like whatever you put in your body, they're then liable because you're government property.
I feel like I would want a military dude on meth though. Fighting.
That's what the Nazis
They were. They were.
Yeah. Kamikaze pilots, they would do fucking snort something and then they would go to town and die for their country.
Fentanyl becoming a close second, Kenneth said.
Yo.
I got like 5-ish minutes.
Yeah,
Whack.
me too.
Yeah, we gotta keep this rolling. We got comments and money, right? How much money we got?
There's no money.
No.
There might be money.
I guess I could put some money in here. I don't know how much actually goes to Justin.
Yeah, we're trying. How many people we got watching?
Kenneth.
I think there's like 10.
Yo, so to the 10 people, we're only $300 away from Justin taking his L3.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm back and forth. Like, I'd be fine with paying for it. I just have no idea, like, what I would use it for.
Yeah, and there's no way you'd pass it.
I would pass it for sure.
No.
Oh, shit.
Joe, you're just baiting me again, like in the workout.
Yeah, it almost worked.
Yeah. We're almost at 40 cents for the episode, he just said.
That's dope.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can you donate that small of an amount? I'd be like a slap in the face. Like
I'm
6
totally
cents.
being real. I don't even know where I would find that.
Oh God.
Damn, we suck.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's okay.
Thank God.
Hey,
I
at
got
least we're the road to 1,000 subscribers by November. Does that mean next November?
Yeah, which fiscal year are we talking about?
No, we need to do more podcasts for sure.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We should do more podcasts. You guys think so?
I don't know. Ask
Sundays
the
work
10
good for me.
viewers. Ask the viewers.
Viewers, should we do more pods, dude?
Let's get Logan to come to the gym for Friday Night Lights because his wife is gone, and let's
We have
stream that.
no tip history.
Damn. No tips?
I don't think we can do tips yet.
Why not?
I think it's like a subscriber thing.
Right.
No.
Pay for some.
Yeah.
Logan, come do Friday Night Lights with us.
You gotta
Let's
go
stream it.
in and turn on.
So far away. Do you guys even have an airport out there?
What? Yes. We're right between Milwaukee and O'Hare. And I mean, we have Kenosha Regional, but you're not gonna fly in Kenosha Regional unless you're flying private.
They say that we should do more pods.
We don't even have donations turned on. Justin, go in and turn the donations on.
There
It's like
100%
thousands
is
of dollars.
donations on. Oh my gosh, dude! I just opened it up. We have 10K.
That's crazy.
Like pesos.
Do we have to put that in my I just did my taxes last week, so I can't put it on my 1099.
Imagine there was really 10K.
Did you do your taxes yet?
my gosh.
Dude, so that's how it went for Saban,
Me?
but it was almost 100.
Yeah.
I did not do my taxes yet. Did you?
Joe, did you do your taxes?
Nope.
You guys suck, man.
I was supposed to email my guy this weekend, so thanks for reminding me.
Justin, did you know that when Savan was doing YouTube and started to really start gaining traction, he like somehow, some way found that he didn't have the money set to like automatically release. It's like 100 G's or something, some nutty money.
That's
Just sitting in the
freaking
account. He's
crazy.
like, oh, sweet. That helped.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And we're only at the whim of whenever you can go on because I have no idea how to start a live on this. So
I don't think you can because it's tied to my email. But I mean, I'm down to like actually create a schedule.
Yeah, and do your L3, thanks.
yeah.
What?
And Logan's coming to Friday Night Lights.
Can we get the
Here-
viewers to pay for it?
I'll throw out $100. Kenneth left and 90K was waiting. How much is the flight from Newark? Where do you live? New Jersey? New York?
No, fuck New Jersey. I'm on
Atlanta?
I'm on Long Island, so I got 3 to pick from. 4 really, if you call it Newark, but JFK, LaGuardia, and then we have the Islip MacArthur Airport right next to me.
Wait, where? No, name the closest one by you.
MacArthur, ISP,
Carter?
ISP.
I'll give you
ISP.
$100.
ISP Airport,
Yeah,
Long Island MacArthur Airport.
yeah. I flew straight to Fort Lauderdale from ISP. It was dope. To go to WADA.
Justin, are you looking at flights?
I am.
We need a Caleb. We need someone that works behind the scenes.
If you
Not
teach me,
rich enough yet.
Oh, you can't get rich when you have donations turned on.
Give me like a month. Okay, what month is it?
March.
Whoa.
March. Joe, the only reason you know what month it is because of the Open.
It's my life, Justin.
There's a flight. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You
God.
wanna fly for 16 hours, dude?
No,
There's like 7 stops.
I'm
better
like
off
45
taking a
minutes from
Greyhound bus.
JFK.
What's the second closest airport to you?
JFK.
JFK.
JFK. Oh,
2 shooters.
where's LaGuardia from
Right next to JFK.
you? For the week of March 14th to the 16th, there's a flight. It's 2 hours and 46 minutes. $369.
The Open is over then.
What?
It is March 2nd. We already have 1 week done.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
the
we
end,
might-
it ends on the
yeah.
16th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It ends on the
Be here
16th.
for the 13th.
So you'd have
12.
to get in here the 13th. Done.
12.
Okay, same thing. 369. Thursday,
Okay.
March 13th.
I'll
Sunday,
pay
March-
1/3 of that.
I'll pay a third of it.
Okay, $120. Do you want to play with us?
Nah, if I go anywhere, I'll probably go down to see my wife, and she's doing with the team.
That is the gayest thing I've ever heard.
That is super gay.
I have a great marriage. Sorry, guys.
Where's your wife?
She's with actually, Joe, you might know this name, Travis Flanagan.
No,
Damn, I
but
thought you knew everybody. She got invited to do a team with down in North Carolina, so she's down there doing the open with them because that's the right thing to do, is go to where the gym is because you're supposed to do the open with the team.
Yeah.
So she's down
Okay,
there.
last offer. There's this thing called Crumble Cookie.
Ooh.
We could have a box of Crumble Cookies waiting for you as well. So I'll pay my third, Joe will pay his third, and then we'll have a box of Crumble Cookies.
Do you have a Costco?
And 2 tins.
Yeah, of
in.
course we have a
One,
Costco.
a mile
Double
from the gym.
double chunk chocolate cookie. Give me some booms, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
it? What is a boom?
Don't worry about it. You're too
Is
old.
that
for
the nasal thing?
No. If you know what a boom is, then you're not obviously with it anymore.
Zima?
Dude, he called you old because you didn't know what kind of cookie it was.
Dude, you know who the Rizzler is?
The Rizzler
Is that
Twizzler, dude?
double chunk chocolate cookie guy? God, get that out of my life. The fact that those people have money makes me so mad.
Logan, it's $123 a person, and you'd have free stay. You'd get
Yeah.
to spoon with Logan.
You have your own bed? Nope. Logan sleeps with me.
Oh, you have your own bed.
Yeah, his dog.
Yes,
Let me
God.
see.
And
I'll
then
let you know.
that's a weekend that I don't have kids.
Whoa.
Right? March 13th? Yeah, I don't have kids that weekend. I'm just saying we could do like a live podcast. And we
Yeah,
could do
man.
the open together. And you
Mm.
could, dude, final offer. You could finally get to meet Tristan.
I met
That's like-
Tristan.
You did? Oh, you did.
Yeah, in the
That's right.
past.
Yeah.
I met Cass Tristan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All
123.
right, let me think about it.
123.
Let me check my work schedule. Make sure I don't have anything.
Joe, what do you think the odds are that he says yes?
0. Dude's trying to have a good marriage. If there's, I mean, coming from a divorce guy, I'm not gonna tell you what isn't good.
Nah, so she doesn't come back until the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Bro, come on, have some fun with the boys.
He's gonna be like, okay, Venmo me the money, and then he's gonna use it to go see his wife.
Yeah, let me check my shit right after this.
Good logo.
I'll text you in the secret group chat.
Yeah, sweet. All right, cool. Thanks, boys. That was
Guys are
fun.
typical 2025 Americans. You're damn right. We're typical 2025 Americans.
Yeah, this isn't no liberal podcast.
Yeah,
No.
take your Zen out.
No.
Are you guys
I can
both
see
ripping
that.
Zins right now?
No, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Logan, did you call Joe yesterday because you got lonely?
No, I had to vent a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not pod venting though.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Had to vent a little bit. It's all good. We're all good here. Long Island's safe.
Oh, that's good. Cool. Good stuff, boys. Well, I think that's it for today. We figured out that CrossFit has the lowest adherence rate, that athletic training with Judd is the best because he's the best. BJJ isn't just about BJs.
And that this is true. And that the best way to get viewers is to piggyback off of Hiller videos. So anytime he goes live,
Yes.
just know that we're gonna go live right after.
Every time.
What did we get? I think we accumulated over 40 views total.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
like a record. You did my video 3 years ago. It's got 177 views. So.
Hell
Yo, my wife's videos. Not that anybody's gonna find them. but she had to do like some like PT videos for somebody online and like do like overhead extension stuff and glute work, and we had to send it and have a YouTube link. They had like thousands of views, and it's her in our garage gym just doing like PT stuff because she's wearing tight pants and the angles.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to get the money from that. Yeah.
Did you guys get subscribers from it too?
No, people just like to peep.
Huh.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Joe's included. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, he probably knows where to find them. They're in like a lost hole of an account that I used to have, but someone's finding them somewhere when they look up glute bridge.
That's crazy. Wow. Kenneth just said that's the trick. You don't get the money. Facts, dude.
And how's Savon so rich? That's crazy.
How is Savon so rich?
Bro, he's making so much content all the time.
Yeah.
Think
it
about
really is.
3-hour podcasts every day. The number of views is extraordinary, and then the average watch time is off. Like,
Yeah. Kenneth just said he isn't, but I feel like Savon makes a lot more money than people think.
Yeah. I mean, he's Armenian, right?
Huh?
He's Armenian.
Isn't he Jewish too? Or no?
yeah,
Isn't his
no,
wife Jewish?
that's
Oh, yeah?
he's half, kids are half and half. Yeah.
They rule the world.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paulina's on.
Damn,
I will
as
say
we
this,
go.
dude. It's pretty crazy the amount of money that people make with little views, for real. Like
From the ads you put on, like the Thursday shit?
Well, no, not even that, dude. Like, if you have a product to sell, even if you're getting like small amount of views in the mentorship program that I'm in, people will like literally post their Stripe accounts and then post like their engagement and shit. It's like some people that get no views are literally making tens of thousands of dollars of like people's salaries in a month, dude.
But how?
Through like coaching programs, so like selling coaching, but it's driven through the viewership. You know what I mean? It's like it's insane how. So Savon, I don't doubt that like people like, even though it look like maybe the engagement doesn't look like thousands of dollars worth of engagement, I don't doubt that hella people are using his codes and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like the Matuthian and shit he sells, right?
Yeah. Well, plus like they have at least enough money to do $500 a week for Kill Taylor.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
Well, and they have endless sponsors. I mean, Travis sponsored Kill Taylor this week and like has more orders to fulfill than like ever. Like,
I'm so
he got
happy for him, dude.
blasted. Yeah, Travis is the man.
That's awesome.
We need a sponsor that we can do that off of, or we need to create a product.
Justin needs to learn how to update his banners.
Where's that?
He says we're powered by Vindicate.
We are powered by Vindicate. He just doesn't give us any money because he's our boy.
What's our code?
For Vindicate, there's no code.
Yeah. Great.
There's no code. We should though. I mean, dude, I bet you, for real, if we did a couple like 2 to 3 hour podcasts a week, we could probably bring the viewership up to 1,000 subs easy, quick.
I will do that if you pass your L3.
I'll do it if you pass my L3.
I gotta pass.
I'll come to Wisconsin if.
Well, Logan's for sure coming to Wisconsin when I open the new gym.
Yeah, for sure.
When is this? What are we doing?
It sounds like we're breaking ground this month. Well, there's some delays because the church that's being built right next to us is really taking their sweet time. It could be fall. I'm guessing it's going to be the first of the year.
Okay.
But
Seriously?
it's
The
good.
first of the year?
It's going to be bonkers.
That's cool. That's going to be
Dude,
sick. I can't wait.
Sick doesn't even begin to describe it. It is going to be the nicest affiliate in the United States, potentially the world. It's going to be, I would say not the world because CrossFit Wanderlust seems pretty sweet, like big picture with everything, but like
In the weather.
From what we offer and services and quality and all that stuff, I don't think there's a better affiliate there is. I don't.
Now we got to ask the question: how is Joe so rich? So first it was Logan.
I'm
now
not
Joe
rich. I
is so
keep spending all my money.
Yeah. Let's turn the table here.
I'm really good at spending money.
Oh, how the turntables!
What else you got to do on a Sunday afternoon, Joe?
Program.
Don't you have like an AI app for that? Don't you do RX Fitness or whatever it is?
No. I've tried. I tried it just to see what it did, and I thought it was crap.
Joe definitely programs his affiliate for sure.
And during the open, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not worth programming all that way ahead of time, like to program like the whole month of February and March, because what I'm going to program is going to dictate and change based on what we've done the week prior from the open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not going to have everyone practice burpees and dumbbell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not a lot of hinging, right?
Tons.
Hell yeah.
Wow, dude, we could very well hinge a lot this week still, though. We could deadlift and row and stuff.
Dumbbell snatches and like hang clean and jerks with a dumbbell for whatever reason really tear my back up, dude. And I deadlifted the next day. I felt fine. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's always been that way. I've literally told my coach before, like, hey, if I skip dumbbell snatches or any of that stuff, like for a week or two, I'm tore up.
Kenneth really likes my couch. I like it too.
Look at that couch. You have money.
Steinhoffels.
Hey, I've sat on that couch. She definitely has money. There's a Chinese woman that comes out of the cushions to massage you when you sit down.
That's my worst nightmare.
Chinese.
It's a good
woman.
casting couch.
It is a good casting couch.
Yeah. What else
All
you
right,
gotta do,
boys.
Justin?
What do I got to do? Well, I finished all my programming super early, thankfully, and then I filmed a bunch of content, batch content. And I'm probably gonna go get some sushi here.
Oh,
Where do you go
dang.
for sushi?
I was gonna go to Meiji in Waukesha, but maybe I'll just
Waukesha.
grill some
You guys have
steak.
sushi out there in Wisconsin?
I mean, it's
Dude,
definitely
we have this
low
place
tier.
Soon's. This place Soon's right by my house. It looks like a dump. It is some of the best sushi I've ever had anywhere.
Really?
It's unreal. This little old lady Soon. Oh,
Do we
it's
go
obnoxious
after the
how good
open
it
next
is.
week?
if Logan would come hang out.
Damn, yo, sucks.
Bro, I'll feed you and pay for a third of your flight.
Logan's like, I didn't know there was sushi, bro. Okay, I'm in.
Feed you.
Text me the name of the airport that I would fly into. Let me see what I can do.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee or O'Hare. I would do Milwaukee. It's so easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you could do like O'Hare. The problem is you'd have to take like bus or train to get here, so it'd probably be more.
I've been to O'Hare. I don't like.
I would
O'Hare.
pick, if you went to O'Hare, I'd pick you up.
You'd go pick.
I think
them
they
up
have a
from
good
O'Hare?
Centurion lounge.
Yeah.
They have a good Centurion lounge at O'Hare, I think. Last time I was there.
O'Hare is a cool airport. I like
Now
it.
you're rich.
Yo, no. The Centurion
I've
lounge
never
is
been
legit
in an
though.
airport lounge.
How did
Yo.
we jump in viewers right now?
Because we're actually talking about good stuff now, being bros and boys.
People
Yeah,
want to listen
I-
to us talk about Logan traveling.
Sushi and these nuts.
These nuts.
Hmm.
Dude, I think that you should just say, like, you're going to be with your wife for the rest of your life. You only have a couple times that
Well,
you can come here to
50-50.
Wisconsin and train with us.
No, that's why you're divorced, Joe. Never 50-50.
Yep,
Logan's the all-in type of
he's
dude.
got it.
That's the Catholic boy in me. It's it. Sorry,
That's
babe.
it.
You are
You're
locked.
a good boy.
You're locked.
You're a good boy.
Locked down. Yeah,
And
no,
if he
I'm
gets
literally
divorced, he's
doing
never having
nothing.
sex again.
She has my master key.
You have one of those things that, like, the lock around it?
You don't?
What's that called? Chastity belt?
Yeah, from the Love Guru.
Yeah.
Ding. Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can get Polly to come up for the open, too.
Heck yeah.
Polly,
What's up to all of us?
she says I have my phone and my laptop open, so that's a fourth of the views. It was Polly's birthday yesterday.
For real?
Yeah. I
How
only
old?
found that out because I FaceTimed her, and at the very end of the call, she goes, and it's my birthday today. I was like, dude.
Oh, nice. How old is she?
23.
22,
22.
23. She got the whole world by the balls.
Yeah, she
Oh, wait. Was she the coffee person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope.
Now she's just Greg's person.
Yep.
Greg's person.
The broken science, social,
Oh.
and all that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
She works hard.
All right. Well, I'm just going to talk to myself for the rest of the night then. So,
What are you going to do?
get ready for tomorrow morning to redo the open, I guess. Pack my bag and that's it.
Logan, what are you
Early.
shooting for?
Into the round 27.
So you want to finish
Uh,
the dumbbells?
Yeah, I think I can. I watched my video like a million times, and I'm like, just don't be a bitch.
What do you
Hold
think
on.
you're gonna do different? Are you just gonna try and stay a pace? Smart? Any breaks anywhere? I mean, I'm assuming you didn't break the dumbbell up.
No, I broke dumbbell up in the round of 21 twice. I think I strong armed my right arm, and I should have switched more often.
Yeah, I switch every 3.
Yeah, and
Wait,
I think I'll be all right.
why did people do that? I didn't understand that. Why would you stick to one arm?
Because I'm a grunt, and I thought that I could just do it with my right arm.
It's
'cause it's so
slightly
much stronger.
faster.
Slightly,
You think
yeah,
so?
but time under tension kills
Right.
that if you're not, fucking Austin Hatfield. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's only a few people that can do that.
Yeah.
So
even
yeah.
when Tristan told me that standard that you could do one arm, I was like, why would you choose to do that? It just seems like you're just getting
Jalen
tired
Pepper
faster.
got 348 reps.
Holy nuts.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Sheesh.
He's a machine.
What did Chris get
Yeah.
at your gym, Joe?
He got 22 in the 27.
Burpees?
Yeah, he's signing up, so that's sweet. He was not
Nice.
signed up before, but dude is so good. He split jerked 345 the other day. Dude, that kid
Jeez.
is so good. Like, he's just better than me. Like,
Just cause.
I can train my butt off all day, every day, just to try to like be a slight annoyance on like one workout every month. He is very good.
That's
Damn.
wild, dude.
How old is he?
33.
Oh, dope. He's in his prime.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
Well,
Swaggy.
All right, you trying to kick us off?
no, I'll stay here all day.
What time is it?
5:25.
6
Let's go till
6:25
5:30.
here.
5:30 even. Let's get off.
All right.
We're all getting off at the same time.
Yeah, start shaking.
Yeah, because Justin stayed on last time I saw after we left when I go back to work, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Started talking shit, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Oh shit, dude, I was gonna say something about that though, about the open workout again, and it had to do with Chris. Frick. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I feel like
Is that your best score? Is it the best score at your gym so far?
Yeah, by a landslide. There was I think one other girl. I think she got maybe she didn't get in the 27. Maybe she got a couple in the 27s. But yeah, Chris is leaps and bounds better than all of us.
the girl that did the open on Friday.
Michaela.
She got 236.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I asked her because I was like, because Jess told me that she is like super fit. That girl.
Yeah, she's good. She can squat a
Yeah.
ton.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what her max is?
She's probably like a 260 front squat. And honestly, if she cannot be scared of being under a lot of weight, she can probably back out well over 300 pounds.
Wow. Does she like actually want to do the thing, or is she just there?
I mean, she just does classes.
Yeah.
She's in hair school, so like that takes like 30 hours and plus schooling. So we really don't have any members that do more. So that's why honestly, you don't see anyone at the gym that's that fit. It's because besides like me or Jess, that's just jumping in a couple extra pieces based on weaknesses. Like no one's doing heaps of volume.
Yeah.
Just we're a bunch of affiliate warriors.
Yeah. Well, Chris was doing some like bar muscle up workout, right? After
Yeah,
the open?
he'll do some extra stuff, but it's not like he's not at the gym for like hours.
Well, he has
Maybe
an actual
90
job
minutes.
too, right?
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
We
He's
have
a
so many people
lawyer?
that do hours at
Yeah.
our gym. They just do like 3-4 hours.
That's wild.
I don't get it. Like Grace works hard as hell. Grace Lochner. And she'll like be at the gym, for a couple hours in the morning. Whenever she's home, she'll be at the gym for a couple hours. She'll literally go home only for like an hour and a half, come back, and she's got another 3 hours, 4 hours.
Well,
Gosh,
It's a lot of time when you have like some of those long monostructural pieces. Like there's no way around it. But
Yeah.
again, that comes down to a commitment of time, which most people don't want to forego.
Yeah. When you
There's
have a
nothing
gym-
I hate more than sitting on a roller.
Oh, dude. What about a C2 bike?
I
Yo.
would do anything over a roller.
You want to tell me how freaking crazy a rower is? Do the 24-hour row next time with me.
No,
I'll come up there and do it with you.
No, stay home.
That was the wildest row experience I've ever
Logan,
had.
stay home.
Yeah, no. It's I'm good, bro. Hell no.
No,
Did you
that was
measure your
hard.
arms after?
No, I measured something else. Yeah, no, I didn't. I was
Yours?
too tired. I held like a 201 the whole time when I was
Oh.
going.
That's a lot though. That's like fast, I feel like, for a 24
Yeah,
hour row.
that is fast.
I think I was at like 26 strokes a minute. I usually keep it around. I don't usually go over 28 whenever I row. At like a 4.5 damper.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Pauline will do it with you. Great.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do it again. That was, I'm
Let's-
telling you, it's so wild.
No
Let's
way.
sponsor both of them to come to Milwaukee to do it at your gym, Joe. 24 hours.
Like I have members
do
that
it.
want. No. Oh,
Yeah, we'll do a 2-person team.
Yeah.
great. You and
The-
Pauline
I did a
can-
4-person team, and I was blown out.
You would do
My
it,
back.
just you and Paulie?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
What?
Gotta do hard things. Like, I don't know. Like, there's no way around it. It's fun.
Dude, we should set this up for real. In
Yeah,
in summer.
Paulie is clearly in.
I had so many ketones and gummies. I had zero caffeine. That was my thing to me. It was
Wow.
like, you will take zero caffeine. It'll be ketone IQ the whole time, and gummies and some pizza.
Are we
Dude,
just
let's-
slugging on one of those big bottles?
Yeah, did you have the big one?
No. You take shots at a time. I took a shot every 3 hours.
Bro, it's like a $60 workout.
Yeah.
24. It's only 24 hours. What the fuck are you talking about? It's called
Yeah,
24 hour
but
route.
we throw the shots at like $3-4.
Paulie's down, dude. She said we can just do it together.
Clearly.
You and her.
Let's do it.
Let's make it a thing at your gym, Joe, in summer. Like June or
Okay.
July.
That's fine.
When we did it, what, November?
No, middle of summer, hot as balls.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. I did it 8. Well, I did it 8 a.m. to 8 a.m.
That's the exact time frame I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it was perfect. 8
Yeah.
a.m. to 8 a.m. is great because then you have the rest of the day to eat, slosh around, take a nap, eat. Because you don't want to go to bed tight. My knee is still bothering me from that. Like, I had something outside my
Yeah,
knee.
you want to
but-
do it again. Oh, God.
Yeah,
So-
because
you
now
really
rowing is
saw-
like nothing. Like, it's obviously, it still sucks, but like going into a row workout now for the mentality of it, it's like, okay, it will never be this bad.
Yeah.
My heart rate was like elevated the whole entire time.
All
Even
right,
on my
we're gonna do
breaks.
it. We're gonna do it June or July, and we'll figure out let's commit to it now. June or July, and we'll figure out the logistics later. Paulie,
Let's shoot
June
for
or July?
July. Let's shoot. Paul. Yeah, Paulie could do it in like July. It's usually in January. Yeah, that's when we did it, didn't we? For like the actual rogue challenge.
Oh, you did it for the Rogue Challenge?
Yeah, and it's
I don't
like
know.
I think you have from like Christmas time frame to like somewhere in January or something, January 1st. Yeah, something after Christmas. Yeah, we did it into the new year. That's what it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
She said she doesn't know if she can do June, so let's do July. Actually, I think Paulie's still waiting for like schedule stuff, but let's say July. What is it now? It's March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, we got 4 months.
Yeah, you didn't train one bit for it, just regular CrossFit. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to row in CrossFit.
Yeah,
Did
but doing
hear-
a 2-person is gonna be so rough.
Oh,
I'm telling you, 4-person was rough, but
I don't want to do it 10 people.
We can probably get PTs on deck too. Like we can make it like
Yeah.
a whole
Marion will
thing.
be there.
Yeah.
Mike
yeah, I
will be
had
there.
like air boots and stuff and like recovery stuff, but like
We got all that.
Let's
It
make it
wasn't-
like some sort
it
of
wasn't about-
fundraiser thing or something. This would be cool.
for our podcast.
Huh?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
podcast.
That doesn't accept donations.
Well, I just pulled it up. I have to set up a business account, I guess.
Yeah, get to work.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. When
we
we
made
get
no
off.
money off of any of these podcasts. This is gold.
No money, dude. We'll make money soon, though. You see this freaking Ronnie Coleman chest right here, dude?
Can't see it.
No,
Yeah,
but I
you guys-
can
you guys are
on
lying.
the actual live.
You're lying.
I can't believe you beat us in this workout.
Yeah, that's me, dude.
Not for long.
Get
not
used
for
to it,
long.
dude.
There's a
I'm
good
in.
chance I'm gonna redo it. I'm just gonna try to
No,
sell
no,
out
no,
in the beginning
no,
just
you
a
can't.
little longer.
You can't redo it, dude. I'm him. I can't wait to see what this next week's workout is because I'm sure if it's barbell cycling or something, I have not touched a barbell
There will be
Or at least
some
barbell
skills and
cycling
loads.
in months.
For the love of God, please have some skills and loads.
I would love to do some sort of pulling gymnastics workout.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I'll eat you
well,
alive.
you're good at pulling gymnastics.
I want a heavy barbell somewhere at the end of all the pulling.
Yeah. If we do toe to bar and bar muscle up, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Please.
The thruster at the end of the one workout last year, 2 years ago? That was great.
Wasn't that the shuttle run burpee one?
Yeah. Burpee pull up.
Shuttle run, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's figure this out.
Sweet.
We'll figure it out. And then, Logan, get back to us about the next couple weeks.
Yes, make it happen.
Yeah, text me the dates again. I forget already.
Done.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right,
See
bye,
you,
boys.